Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tombs of Scoria. How are we doing today? Y'all have a good New Year? Y'all ready to fight Scoria?
Yeah, good New Year. Not so bad. Good, decent Christmas, see all the family and all that.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, so where did we leave off our game? I believe we were in the mountain.
Yes.
I think we were gonna
just
go and
used-
gank the
Yeah, the cleric.
cleric.
We used the prying eye spell, and we scouted 3 different paths, Neil. Now, remind me if I'm wrong here. One path had a door guarded by goblins. Second path had a bunch of orcs and goblins getting equipped to go, like, getting swords and shit. And the third door was like a passageway, and at the end of that passageway were 2 sort of magma elementals, a pit of lava, and to the right, like a room, and in that room was what we think is the head cleric, the dwarf.
Yes, and that path, that last one that you've described, is the one that's large enough for dragons to move through. The other ones were like small passageways that were like humanoid, like minion-sized passageways.
Nick, are you using the right microphone?
No, I'll change, sorry.
Okay.
Should be better now, sorry about.
Yeah, you're good.
So much
Cool.
better.
Thank you, sorry.
So let's before we just jump into things, let's remember where we are and get back into it.
We were bringing
Prepare
our
for-
army to attack the cleric. Yeah. We were invisible.
Mm.
We were setting our army up, and then we were gonna gank the cleric, if I recall.
Yes, I think so.
I
We were
think-
planning on starting a fight. I think I was going to be invisible on the side, and then once
That
the
was-
fight
yeah.
starts, my goal was to kind of like run around and.
And kill the cleric.
Okay,
Or kill
so
it.
just to highlight some obvious things here.
Mhm.
They're going to try and push us in that lava.
Was
These
this where it
elementals.
was?
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
the
He was right around the
over there?
corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to try and push us in the lava. Absolutely, they will.
I think we are immune to lava. Let me just.
Under what
I don't have
spell?
water walking, so
One
I'm not
second.
immune to lava.
Also, what do we just to check here? How do we rule lava, right? Because like in real life, I'm pretty sure being above lava, you would be instantaneously dead. How do we do this?
Very hot.
Yeah. What is the in-game rule for this?
It's a great question. Now, lava. If you are thrown into a pit of lava, I'm going to say that lava damage is 20d6 per round. It's not necessarily insta-kill, but it's basically insta-kill because lava is also very sticky. It's viscous. It'll grab to you and hold on to you. And so if you go in a pit of lava, I don't think there's any way that you could escape unless you happen to already be holding on to a lot. Like maybe if someone gently dipped you into lava and then pulled you out and you survived 20d6, you could survive it. But I think in most situations you would fall in lava, get stuck to it, and then you would just die the next round automatically
Okay.
by another round of dice.
What do we think would happen if I opened the water portal in this corridor and threw water all
Probably.
over that lava?
Steam us the fuck out, no?
Yeah, well, we could run away as soon as it happened, though. I mean, do we think that it would harden the lava at all?
Probably, but the question is
not.
like, is there going to be more lava flowing through, or is this it, or what?
Got to assume this is connected to the main volcano somehow.
I think one of our questions that we need to answer was, does resist fire and cold grant you immunity to lava as well? If
The
it's,
spell resist fire and cold?
sorry, the our scrolls.
A scroll of fire resistance.
That should make us
says,
immune. Yeah, it should. All heat damage.
Withstand heat and flame of the hottest type, even magical or elemental nature. So with a protection from fire scroll, you could in theory stand on top of lava and slowly sink into it.
Got it. And then
I could also-
water walking, I can walk on lava.
Makes sense?
Okay,
And with a ring of reaction, we could swim through lava.
correct.
I could also cast Imric's Immolation and hide. Is there little flames coming off the lava? Like, do I feel like I could feasibly hide?
There are small bursts of flames that will pop off, but it's not like an ongoing inferno over it. It's just like whenever a little bubble of gas gets to the surface, it...
Another question: is it like 130 Fahrenheit in here, or no? Where are we
From-
at with the temperature?
Where you are, sort of back away from this, it's a little bit cooler because there's like a very gentle breeze pulling in from behind you, blowing in this direction. And so where you are now, it's not too bad. You are getting some like radiated heating. When you walk into the room, it's going to be a different story altogether. Since you've never been in a chamber like this, I'm going to surprise you with the exact rulings.
What-
You have
why
never
don't
had
Nice.
an opportunity to test it. Yeah.
why not just get Shine up here to breathe gas around that corner? Presumably the enemies
Fit,
might.
right?
Well, the question
Or
is,
no.
could she get ganked
No.
somehow?
Neil said that dragons can fit down this corridor.
Oh, this is the one they can fit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could fit very tightly here. Absolutely.
She could go in human form quietly and then turn into a dragon and breathe and retreat and hope that they don't have a chance to retreat. Even if they do retreat, though, it opens the way for us to enter the room without having a lava pit at our back.
Endure Heat and Cold says that we can withstand temperatures higher than 130 Fahrenheit. We just will inflict 1 point of damage per hour of exposure. I'm not saying we can walk through lava with this. I don't think that's the case.
1 point of damage for every degree beyond the limit.
1 point.
So if it's 150 degrees,
Oh, for
it's
every degree
20
beyond the
points
limit.
per hour.
Got it. Okay.
Are we, Neil, looking at this from from somewhere in this corridor, or are we just remembering this from the Crying Ice spell?
I think you are in this corridor right now, and you have just cast the Prying Eye spells, right?
I will use Detect Magic and just take a little look at this lava, make sure there's nothing hiding in it, or any magic on it, or any other weird shit going on in this corridor.
Would you put Detect Magic into Roll20 for me and take it off your spell sheet?
Well, it is a wand, so.
Ah,
But I will still put it into Roll20 for you.
Lucky.
thank you. I would just want to double check, make sure the wand's not.
Wait a second.
Same.
Do Scoria and Shine not take damage from fire?
No.
They don't.
Is there a chance that Scoria could be swimming through these fire lakes and she could just pop up and fire breath us?
There's
feel
a
like
chance, but I should know.
No way, she's too big.
Wait, didn't we already?
I mean,
Oh, go ahead. Why do you think she's too big?
maybe the lake of lava is larger than this corridor. In that case, perhaps she could pop her head up. But
That's what I mean. Yeah.
If
Like,
she-
what if it goes underground the mountain and there's
yeah,
just like a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
bunch of lava down there?
could be.
And I don't think your ring, or I don't think your amulet will tell us, right? Because your amulet hasn't been able to tell us much when we've been inside the mountain, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. It won't tell me the exact spot. I would assume that it'd tell me, like, 20 feet away. She's nearby inside the mountain, etc.
So the wand will pulse.
Okay,
in the
so
direction
everyone
of the
moves away
strongest
from me
magic
then.
item. Yeah. And
Well-
it'll detect anything within 30 feet of you if your allies are. If you take off all of your magic gear and hand it to your friends and they walk away 30 feet, right? No, I guess it probably
Oh
would
my
detect
God.
something on you. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick conversation about.
Hang on,
whether
let
or
Neil
not-
tell me if there's anything. They move away 30 feet, Neil, and I use the wand.
So you're happy to stand. Would you place yourself on the map where you want to be alone?
Well, let's
or-
just
I
say
think what
for
I'm about
now.
to say is important. Do we have the resist fire scroll casted on us at this time? If
No.
we're talking about no,
No.
That went away a long time ago, right?
we
Yeah,
have
it's-
many of them.
We
don't
have
have
many.
that
I thought we had like 4 left.
No.
We have like 5
got-
or 5,
Yeah.
right?
Why would we use it right now if we're not about to fight?
Because if we're about to get fucking ganked or whatever, when we're coming
I-
in here, don't they
I-
last
I-
hours?
No, they last minutes. Or
Good luck.
I agree using it before.
Yeah, we
attack,
will.
though.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we will. Yes, of course.
yeah.
Yeah. But we're not like actually standing here right now, right? We're just having a conversation about the room.
Well, I think no, we are somewhere in this corridor.
No,
maybe.
we are
See?
standing here right now. You came up here. You cast
okay.
the flying eye
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
go
what I'm
back
saying.
here. Okay, I'm just gonna be back here. Hey, what does that amulet say about Scoria right now?
It says that she is maybe a quarter mile away.
Okay.
Oh, is that pretty accurate? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
see
Come
the?
back up.
I can't see the elementals anymore around this corner now.
You
Not
had praying
from where
eyes,
you're standing.
come
No. But if you were to like shift all the way over to the side, you could probably clip a slight glance of one, or maybe
Yeah.
see a little
Well,
bit of glow
I
coming
hugged
off.
this left wall, and we'll
Okay. And your
edge to
allies
the
are going
edge.
to be 30 feet away from you. while you
30
cast
feet.
This spell.
30 feet
Okay.
now. That's more than 30 feet right there.
Well, I don't know how far 30 feet is.
30 feet's about here.
I'll move ourselves.
There you go.
Okay,
All
I
right.
use the wand. Can I see the glow? I see the edge of an elemental over there. Is that right?
We also, after this, remind ourselves who we have with us. We brought knights, correct? I want to just take it slow because we're going real quick right now.
Yeah, we are going real quick. But you're 30 feet away. Emmerich walks out there. He takes out his magic wand. He starts waving it around. He's trying to detect if any magic is in operation or magical item exists within 30 feet of him. Imric, I need you to roll me initiative
Okay. For what?
for your
Fire
wand.
elemental comes out, grabs you,
yeah.
pulls you in.
So
Wand
3, 2?
initiative is 2.
Yeah.
And would you roll here a 7?
Mm-hmm.
They roll. Cool. As you are stepping out there and beginning to use your wand, 4 magic missiles will spring from the air above you and strike into you. You will take
I am displaced.
4d4
I am
plus-
displaced.
He is
Then does that dispel all magic missiles?
That's what we've been doing, yeah.
So the first set of 2 will miss
Okay.
you, and the second set will strike you, and you will take 2d4 plus 2 damage as you are entering into the room, setting up in the corner. You want to do your wand still?
No.
Nope, you back out. Okay.
Well, no, I want to do something else, though, on my initiative.
No. Well, we rolled in for initiative with the wand, right? So that you're kind of walking into an area where you didn't
Okay,
realize
fine.
that there was an ambush waiting for you. So
Well, do I see
you
that?
can-
Okay, give me some
Yeah.
information on where the magic missiles came from, though.
Excellent.
If it's a wand, then maybe not. But if it's a spell, I hear it being spoken. I have spellcraft. I cast that spell a lot. I would pick up on it.
You might pick up on it, but in the room with the lava and the gas
Oh.
and the burning, you might
Also,
not
rolling
hear
magic
it.
resistance for those 2.
Oh, yes.
Fail both.
No. Get just a little bit of danger music going on here. Little bit of danger. So you can probably see this. Yeah. Perched up very high on the ceiling in this large room, there are at least 2 fire methods. And I think, give me a perception check.
Do I get a
You can
bonus?
see maybe where the spells come from. No, if anything, a penalty, but no, it's flat's fine.
Nope.
No, you can see that there are 2 methods, and you spot them because of the direction from which these magic missiles were launched. But it's a hot room. The kind of all your vision is sort of wobbling before you. There's this huge steam plume in the back, and it's like a rocky, cavernous area. So there could be plenty more of these things. You're gonna continue using your wand?
Can I step back from the lava on my initiative?
Yes, you can abort your wand and dip.
I'm not dipping.
No? Okay. Great. You are going to do that, and I guess the remainder of the methods will get their spells off then. The remaining 5 will 2 magic missiles each for 10d4 plus 10 and hit you for up to 39, but that is 5 magic resistances you need to roll.
No, 10, I think. I passed 2
Do
of
you
them,
roll
so
each individual missile? Perfect.
So I lose a 4 and a 2 there, so that's 8 damage gone, so 31.
Yep. 31. Excellent. Please subtract 31. And what was the other one? 8? 31 and 8 from you.
I already did the 8.
Oh, excellent.
Can I get more perception checks to see these other guys?
Yeah, I think at this point you will have seen good enough for them all to be here. And we should probably roll into initiative properly now with the whole party as they see you being struck by magic missiles as you step forward to use your wand, then backing out and getting hit with more as it rips your HP in half.
Can I not do more movements after this happens?
Sure, totally.
Yeah, so
You got
okay,
lots
I
of
come around
movement.
this corner.
Excellent.
There's
So I
fire
think
methods
it's-
on the walls with magic missile ones.
Well, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll back around the corner here, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just back around the corner.
How high is the ceiling in this room?
Quite high. Maybe, I guess you did take a look around. You didn't do anything else with your turn, so I think you can see that ceiling raises maybe like 60 feet or so up.
We would have backed up with Imric last round. I don't think we need to roll initiative in this. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're not I just want to be
we
careful
trying-
and sure of all
You're
the
good.
things.
We don't want to kill them.
Yeah. In fact, the light in this room is created by the magma. So when I say it goes up 60 feet, that's like a pretty good guess because it gets dim up there. It's hard to see.
I mean, I'll roll into attack, like defend. I don't
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'll roll into
Already
if
an
anybody
attack,
comes in, yeah.
Yeah, hiding around the corner, weapons ready in case they come for you. You pause for a moment, and the Mephits do not follow after you. They do not pursue you down the tunnel.
Well, we can deal with them, I think. Cloud Kill, Ice Storm. I don't want to risk going around and taking some more hits and having my spell interrupted, but if somebody goes first and then covers for me. Or we can just retreat and I can heal up.
Wait, so what is the point right now? You want to...
Well, I've got spells that could, like, fuck them up.
Do you want to just come around the corner, heal, and then go back and do it again then, or...?
Yeah.
I can heal you.
Yeah,
What?
why not? Yeah, there's no reason.
Okay, yeah, heal me. Alright.
Here's 40, 10 plus 4. There you go.
That's 18, and then it takes 5 rounds, say, so I heal another 5 on top of that, so I heal 23. Which puts me back up to 70 health.
What do you got now? You're at 70?
70, yeah.
What's your max? 88?
86.
86.
Just trying to think what's the best spell for this.
Probably the ice one,
The Ice Storm, yeah.
because they're fire. During these minutes that Imric is thinking about his best spell, I will ask him for his book. The
My
2E
book, what book?
Monster Manual.
Oh. Yeah, I can take it out for you.
Okay, Anton will bring over Shine, and we will start reading through it.
Oh, if Shine's here, just gas them.
Wait, is Shine here?
Um,
Because I was trying to remember last time, like, I thought we brought soldiers for this. Like, we brought the whole caboodle. Thought we brought, like, 20 level 7 soldiers for this. Am I wrong?
Pretty
that
sure we did.
sounds familiar.
Yeah,
You
because we
probably
wanted to bring
shine
Knights
with you
into this.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then why doesn't Shine just go breath weapon them?
Yeah.
Shine?
Yeah.
I get it to...
Do you have
Yeah,
a problem
cast...
with it? Do you
Wait,
think it's a good idea?
Shine, cast shield first.
Genius Shine.
Does she have shield?
Yes.
Well, that's a spell she should absolutely cast.
He has it on the robes.
Sorry, I fucked with
Oh,
your shit.
right. So she turns into human, casts shield, polymorphs herself back into a dragon, and do you all want her to just go forth and do this thing?
I mean, unless
you
anyone
said
can
Scoria
see
is a
why
mile and a
not.
half away?
Half a mile, but far
Sounds
enough
fine.
that she's not here.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
definitely.
I think
Scoria's
that
not
sounds
here, and
fine.
there's no other threat to Shine, right?
I would assume not.
I mean, unless like more of these things pop out and they do like 50 magic missiles at it, right? Are we worried about that?
She has
She's
shield
got...
as well.
Shield makes her immune to magic missile, so...
For how
I
many?
think she's fine.
Unlimited.
Okay,
Just makes you
okay.
invulnerable.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong then?
If she gets a death saving throw, I mean, she saves on a 3.
She's a fucking dragon. She'll be fine.
Wait, change my mind. Change. Stop. The mage around the corner, doesn't he have fucking Finger of Death?
How do you know
He's a
there's
cleric. He's a cleric.
Could the mage be back there?
Maybe, but she has a 3-up save and...
Oh,
like
so we're just gonna roll
45% magic
15%
resistance.
to lose dragon here. Is that what we want to do?
Well, you want to retreat? Because somebody's
Well,
going to
I
get Finger
mean,
of Death
here's-
before this is over.
How about you give Shine the... Oh, well.
No,
that's a
fuck no,
magic
because
missile.
50 magic missiles will
Then
destroy it
here's
instantly.
the other thing. Then Imric's going to have to deal with it. If the mage is there, Imric gets a saber die. I'd rather give Shine a saber die than Imric.
Thank you, he says.
You know what? Let her do it. If that mage is around
He'll
the
be
corner,
fine.
I'm going after him, okay?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay, everyone-
I'm invisible. I go invisible.
Hold on, I
Sure.
want to
So you've
make
got a
sure...
ring of invisibility. Everyone, make sure you have your rings on.
Yeah, I do have that ring on.
Yeah. What other rings do you have on?
My ring of protection +4. Wait, how did we
Alright.
say these at-will spells worked? Like, if I take it off, am I still invisible until I break it, or... Like polymorph rings, or what? How does this work?
This ring of invisibility allows you to cast invisibility from it on yourself at will. So you could... No, I don't think you could if you take it off, it'll break. Otherwise, you could pass it amongst 50 people and have an entire visible army with one spell. So if
Base.
it's on, yeah,
Okay.
it's got to only work while it's on.
Shine, to protect you from hopefully the wizard, I can cast silence on a stone. You can take it and just flick it down the hall.
Good idea. Yeah. Do it. Throw it to the end of the corridor before she
Go to
comes
the end
around.
of the corridor. If the wizard comes around, they'll be in a silent zone. You'll have time to do your breath weapon. Sound fine?
You can even throw it down the corridor, right?
I can throw it down the corridor, sure.
Yeah, how long is this corridor? 100 feet? You can toss it down the corridor pretty well.
I'll let Shine go first, and then I'll.
Yeah, I just want you to make me, I don't know, an attack against AC 12. Let's make sure you don't like accidentally
With
toss
my
into
basic
lava,
attack bonuses, or
yeah, with just your basic
with
attack
the
bonuses,
throne?
or like against a wall and then into the lava somehow.
Sure.
Yeah.
A roll for a roll.
Yeah, as soon as Shine goes, I'll go after and then do it. So here you go.
Sure. Yeah, you ready
17.
your throw? Perfect. The silent zone will be here, 15-foot radius, so probably actually a little bit bigger than that.
I'm moving myself just to see.
Yeah, I think that's about a 15-foot radius there. Good enough. We're going to work. All right, so Shine will go forward, and her dragon fear will sweep forth across the area, and you can hear the little fire methods shouting in terror and fury as Shine takes a long, deep breath, inhaling all the vapors of the area.
We back up a little bit so we don't get rebounded here, in case that's a possibility.
And then she exhales gas in a 60 by 20 by 30. Is that what it is? Something like that. So I think she can clip 3, 4. She can probably get 5 methods with her gas spell, and it will just wreck them all immediately.
50 by 40 by 30.
Then only 4 methods.
50 long, 40 wide, 30 high.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she'll grab a bunch of them with the gas spell, and then begin to pull herself back, wiggling her very large rear end through this corridor as you
Good job, Shine.
duck onto the corner.
I'm going to peek a look around the corner, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
I look to the other two. Yeah, I peek around the corner now. Look for methods on the walls.
I think. Give me a perception check.
You know I've got 7 perception, right?
You're the
Haha!
one peeking. Yes, exactly. Good. You see no methods.
Coast's clear.
Unless they're in a place that you can't see them. You certainly can't see everything, right? You can't see around this little corner here. There's a whole steam cloud over here. You can't see back into here. You can't see
fine.
the darkness up in the ceiling.
That's fine. But the ones that were there are gone. Okay. Shine, I think you got him. Good job. Or they've retreated at least. I heal a few more HP by the time this is over, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what do you guys
Silence
think?
spell.
I feel like we're gonna get lava ganked.
Yeah, well, we'll have our fire protection scroll, so...
That's gonna protect, and we verify that will protect us from lava. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we won't take damage. I mean, we'd still be kind of like in the lava, but yeah.
If I have a ring of if I have a ring of water walking on, I can still be forced down into the water. Right?
Absolutely, yeah. If you are walking on an ocean and you trip and fall, you fall into the ocean, and you'd have to get your feet above to come down properly on top. So don't trip and fall into the lava.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go into this and fight, do we want to use a scroll of fire protection for this?
Well,
are
yeah.
soldiers gonna even be able to
Yeah.
do anything?
No, I think
Well,
I don't think
also-
soldiers are gonna be. Soldiers won't be any use.
What is
Maybe brain gangan. Sorry.
what is the scroll of fire protection? That has to center on somebody, right? Like if we use
Yeah,
it on
it's on
3 of
someone.
us,
Yeah, yeah.
whoever runs
Yeah,
away
so-
is the only one with the protection, right?
Yes.
Yes. You two need to stay next to each other. I can have some sort of fire protection myself. It's not as good
I
as the
think we
scroll,
should
but-
use an oil of slipperiness here as well. I have 3 on me. If
yeah.
people are trying to grapple us and throw us in the lava, that completely negates that. If someone comes out of the lava and tries to bring us in, that completely negates that, obviously. And we should use this because if one of us gets grappled with the scroll, the other person is going to be completely out of it.
Yeah. We've now made a silence area that we've got to walk through to get into the room.
It only lasts 2 rounds per level. We could wait it
Okay.
out.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got to get Vash and Brain Gang up here, I think. At the very least.
We'll tell the 7th level troops to stay behind and protect us from the rear currently. We're not having them go through here. And we'll bring along Vash and Brain Gang on the assault.
So what is the goal here? What are we trying to do? Let's walk through this now.
The goal here originally was to kill the cleric, but now it's getting a bit more complicated.
I take out my crystal ball, Neil, and I will put a sensor here.
Can you show right there?
Moving to go see.
Yeah.
Excellent. And that is within vision, so it should be a pretty easy task, I believe. Crystal ball. Personally, well known, pictured. It's at least pictured. 50% chance.
Come on.
Easy.
It's
You
more
got
than
it.
pictured.
50% chance.
It's more than.
He can
It's
see
more
it.
than. Neil, it's more
Alright.
than pictured.
Personally known slightly. 85%.
That's good.
There you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
easy. So
Hey,
you
look
can see
into the room.
from there.
So can I move my guy there? My token, I mean?
Yes, you can move your token there.
Okay.
You will see there are these 2 magma elementals. There are 2 different methods. They look like, I don't know, sort of smoky, misty, steamy looking thing. There's a dwarven cleric of Verasi, and then you spot, a half dozen goblins.
Is
Some
there
of them
anything
are
else
up on
behind
this-
them?
Well, there's this large, there's some planks and boards, and it looks like some sort of construction that goes right beyond this narrow choke point, and it's hard to tell what exactly it is, but it's supporting something over here just beyond your vision. Like, it could be something above, or maybe it's something to the sides.
Can I move
but there's,
my character up to look?
Yeah,
Okay.
please, I'll move your tokens there, because you can all look.
Yeah, I'll describe it.
Yeah. So there's some construction. Maybe it's just platforms and boards and beams. They're pretty heavy, sturdy beams. It looks like someone went to a lot of work building this thing in here. You can't tell what it is from where you are.
Here's a question, right? I'm looking through the crystal ball. I can see these guys. If I were to cast, say, a slow spell where I've got the sensor, that would be in range of some of this stuff. Now, I can't see them directly, but I can see them through the crystal ball. Would I be able to have the slow spell affect them?
You mean
I'm not even sure you need direct
want
line of sight,
to
but-
cast slow here and have it hit something
Yeah,
nearby?
in an area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems fine.
I think that you could cast. You can't be casting through the crystal ball. Like, you got to put down the crystal ball to use
Yeah,
slow
sure.
spell. So you
That's
could
fine,
cast
yeah.
here, and then I think you could say it can hit whatever it wants, and then it would
Yeah.
hit the closest things, and then the next closest, and the next
All right.
closest.
So I wouldn't get to dictate the individual, but it would still
I don't
potentially
think
hit them.
so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that seems to work. All right. Well, once I'm fully healed at the end of this,
Well,
I
let's
need
talk
to wait another 15 minutes, but
About this.
I'm
real
ready
quick.
to go. I cast slow on them. I cast haste. On
Wait, not
others.
yet, not yet.
Whoa, whoa,
You're
whoa,
going to.
whoa.
You're
No,
going
I
to.
know.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what I
okay,
mean.
okay.
I'll,
All right.
I will cast them. I could also move up and cast Cloud Kill around that corner. It's only 30-foot range though, so I'd have to get a lot closer.
Why
I could also just
is-
cast Ice Storm at the end of that corridor now and hit them with it.
Why is the cleric staying here? If
Yeah, it's a trap.
he
It's gotta be
knows that
right.
we're here, it's a trap. Yes. So that let's think about that instead of just running in.
Loser.
What is the trap here? They push us into the lava.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What-
thinking.
what-
That these magma elementals will charge us into the lava when we come around the corner.
What is this? What is this preventing?
You said it's wood?
It is there's some wood in there, and there's some stone, and there's metal. It's a lot of construction.
Is it preventing you from, like, etherealing through or something? Even though I think it was forbidden, so I don't know if that matters anyway.
And just in case I wasn't clear enough, the construction is like up towards the ceiling. Like, you can walk in. There's nothing
Oh.
blocking you beyond the magma
Okay, so
elementals.
it's preventing. It's going
like
to create a
up
collapse.
Maybe.
here somewhere.
You know,
on the
when
sides.
when I'm watching the cleric, does he see the sensor at all? Is he reacting to it?
I was just looking up the chart to figure out what his chances are of noticing it. Complicated. Unnecessarily complicated. just how I like it.
So I'm understanding this correctly. All of the construction sounds like it's on the roof.
Yeah, but you lose sight of it because the ceiling only goes so high and the chamber beyond is larger. So it could go up quite a bit, or it could just go to the sides, or it could all just be a mind game. 6 and 8. And 14% chance? Oh, +1 per hit die or level. Yeah, so he doesn't notice it quite yet.
He ignores the sensor. You know, is he acting normal? Like, is he
The
speaking
cleric?
to the goblins, or is he literally just standing there?
He's standing there, very focused, straight ahead. Maybe his hand might grip his mace a little bit tighter for a moment, or release it gently. You can see the head bobbing up and down, and the beard sort of being swept by the gentle breeze blowing in past him. So you'd know
And it
that
is a dwarf.
It's a dwarf, yes. The token shows him with a shield, but presently the dwarf is not wearing a shield, nor is he actually wearing any armor. He's completely unarmored in this hot hell of a underground volcano dungeon.
I mean, is it possible that the cleric's an illusion and it's a trap for us?
It
draw us in.
absolutely is a trap.
That's definitely a trap, yeah, but
I think this might be one of the moments where we just want to send in not our level 20 fucking knights or whatever, but bring in some shittier knights. I can cast Endure Heat and Cold on literally all of them, and this is just going to be a battle for them to figure out what the trap is.
oh, we slaughtered it.
Wait, what?
They'll be slaughtered.
Yeah, that's a
Those two
question. Are we
magma
worried about
elementals could kill
AoE
hundreds.
spells that are just gonna destroy a fuck ton of people, right?
We can't even get that many people down here. It's 2 people. What?
What's the problem with Shine just walking up and breath weaponing this way?
Yeah. What's the problem with me just casting Ice Stone at the end of this corridor right now?
There's no
hitting
problem
these
with
two.
that. Nothing
Hitting
problem.
those two.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you'd like, you can do that.
Yeah. So let's just bring ourselves back.
We'll bring ourselves back.
All right, the crystal ball is put down. Party back at their end of the corridor.
If you said there was a breeze blowing past the cleric. Is there a breeze going all the way down this corridor?
You feel a breeze blowing from behind you into this room.
How strong? Do I feel strong enough to move a cloud kill in their direction? If I were to cast it short range?
Gently. I mean, yeah, a cloud kill would be pulled here. Now, if the breeze goes specifically in this direction and only that direction, then eventually it will reach them. But if the heat from this magma brings things up into the tall abyss, it might disperse into the very large room.
Okay, I cast Ice Stone at the end of the corridor. Here. The most furthest point I can see, around this corner. So
Yeah, got you.
I
Why don't we
guess.
go to a break while I look up spell interactions, and we'll come back on the other side with Ice Storm.
Right there.
What spell interactions?
Probably
Okay.
nothing.
We'll be back.
It's fine. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Our ice storm spell will go off this chamber, bringing down huge, large blocks of ice. Is that what it does, Nick?
Yeah.
Describe it to us. Make it sound as cool as it is.
Okay, let me look up the components real quick. So I open my water canister and take a few handfuls of powdered dust. I pour some water onto the dust to make a paste. I kind of like mark it on my hand in a specific shape or something, like of a, I don't know, like a snowflake or something. And then point my hand to the area, and there's like a crackle and a thud and a taste in the air. And then these like large blocks of ice just materialize at the top of the chamber and come hurtling down to the ground in a 40-foot diameter circle.
40-foot diameter circle, 3d10 points of damage.
No save.
That is a 20-foot radius,
Yeah.
and you're doing it from the furthest back corner, like...
As far as I can see, so I think like here is the last point I can see there.
Okay, so you want to like center it on this
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Okay, everything within 20 feet of that.
3d10?
Yes. 3d10.
17.
You can hear the of ice as it falls on things. No saves. And creatures will take damage.
Can I wait for a moment around for a reaction?
Yes, because you stand where you are. This is well within range of your spell, right? I didn't check.
Yeah,
but...
well within range, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Yes, the large magma monsters will just like start to seep away until you cannot see them anymore.
I will take out my crystal ball and put the sensor back around the same spot.
Okay.
Wait, where do you do this at? Do you like come back here? Oh, it looked like
Yeah, I'm just, okay, I take a few steps back here.
we go back.
Put my
around the
sensor in the
corner.
same spot to try and see how they're reacting.
You can do this, just so you know, you have with an 85% chance. You can you can do it twice a day. So this will be the second time that you can use your crystal ball.
What are the rules on that? You know, like, if I do it 5 feet to the right, is that the same?
For
I
this
think
intensive
anything in
purpose,
this
probably.
area is going to be the same.
Yeah. Okay, well, I do it in there for the second time. I think it's an automatic pass because I already did it once.
It is. It is an automatic pass. Go ahead and move your character.
Yes.
I'm gonna move mine up.
Yes. Go ahead. You can all gaze at the ball between the hands, and you can see that one of the Mephits is dead, another is badly wounded and has backed up quite a ways. The two magma creatures have backed off just a little bit, and you can't hear, but you can see the lips of the dwarf moving, and the magma creatures begin forward once more.
Coming back. Okay, coming back down here. I put the crystal ball away. I cast lightning bolt. I angle it as well as I can, so it's something like this, and will hopefully ricochet and hit the elementals again.
Great. It's an 80-foot bolt, 5 feet wide, cast at maximum range, essentially.
Well, I have it start like here, the last point before the wall, so.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the range is super long.
Range is huge.
The length of the lightning bolt is static. The range at which you cast it is not. You would
Yeah.
say 5 foot wide or 10 foot wide?
I think 5 foot wide,
Right. So it'll
80
bounce.
foot.
Yeah, 80 foot.
Yeah.
And our total distance. 5.
Remember, they have to save more than once if it goes through them more than once.
Damn.
Looks about right to me.
Feel
So you will
well.
hit.
I feel like your angle's a little bit off there. I'll
I mean,
draw the
it's-
first
it's
line.
What do you
You
call
know,
it?
it's like this. Yeah,
Then it
or like this.
this.
There you go.
What do you call it? What's the term for like the exact same angle on the other side of the dividing line?
I can't remember, but yeah, it should be the same angle. Well, assuming the wall's flat, which it might not be, actually.
Mirrored? It's not complementary. I don't know what it is.
It's
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Right, so-
complementary angles, but the opposite.
Don't
not
two
exactly.
complementary angles add up to 180? Or am I making that
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think
One
that's
will
right.
get hit twice, the other will get hit once, and then a bunch of goblins are going to get blown to breeze. Go ahead and roll me damage, and I will make throws for our elemental.
Oh, sorry.
This is the guy who takes 1 save, and this is the one
Wait,
who makes 2
yeah.
save. Right. Passes all around.
39.
Damage divided by 2 is 29. Or 19? 19.
19, yeah.
19. This one. 19 to this one. Then. Is a success. Even with the ice storm and the lightning bolts, the magma elemental hold their ground and do not leave. At this rate, you can just rip them to shreds over and over again.
I mean, yeah, I pull out my lightning wand and we'll shoot them again.
Do you have another lightning bolt? Oh, these are your wands.
The one that was a spell, but I've got a wand too, so.
Okay. Yeah, wand of lightning is a little bit different.
Yeah, it's 8d6, I think.
The
Um,
possessor of the wand.
I only have
I'm gonna-
95 more charges though, so.
I'm gonna cast a spell as well.
66 damage.
But ones are treated as 2s or something.
Ones are treated as 2s, and it takes 2 charges to do it.
Okay. 25.
And Anton, you were about to say something.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals to go down the corridor and just fuck everyone up randomly. I don't know if they'll survive the heat, but I assume they'll survive it long enough to go in there.
Okay, half of 25 is 12.
12, yeah.
They will take 12 points of damage, and conjure animals will appear. The creatures begin to move back, and
26 hit dice worth of shit runs in.
Okay.
D100?
Let me look at the table first, because I can never remember what the first roll.
Yes, chef.
26 hit dice, you say?
Yeah, because it's
Random crap?
double because it's random, I believe.
Give me a D13.
2.
2. So that's 2 hit dice of creatures, and give me a D100. Or 2 hit die creatures.
76.
76.
Pretty sure I rolled that
you
one.
got the good one. You summon 13 angry badgers.
Oh, that's the best.
That's the best one.
Nice.
This one.
Oh shit, they're gonna go fuck shit up.
2 hit dice, but badgers are tough creatures anyway. Yeah.
Hit die, like, per damage output. They're like the most powerful monster in the game, basically.
Yes, so the badgers scurry down the hall to attack your foes.
The cleric flees. Dwarves have a terrible phobia of badgers. Everyone knows that.
Alright, I'm just going to give you 1 large badger token to represent the whole lot. They come charging down.
Very cool.
Base.
Can we see through the badger's eyes?
Ugh. Okay. That. Till then. Okay, yeah. So the badgers scurry down this hallway, and what did we say? There were 13 of them.
13, yeah. We can't see. Can I just come up and see or no?
No, it's fine. I need to look up their stat block, see what their attack bonus is, and you won't see what happens. You will just,
No, just
hear the sounds of combat from afar.
hear the
Your
mayhem.
badgers have +1 to hit. Okay, so roll me 13 d20s.
Neil, they get 3 attacks each.
Jesus, that action economy.
Yeah.
Seriously, yeah. Okay, roll me another 13 and another 13. Okay. Your badgers throw themselves at the creatures on the other side. And you can hear the sounds of fighting and dying. You can hear like the dying little creatures and the cackling of goblins from afar. The goblins seem to be laughing quite a bit.
These bastards.
Situation. And your badgers have 2d8 hit points each.
I would roll for all of them.
No, it's okay. It only lasts a minute or two, but there's 2 minutes maybe of solid combat noises coming down the hall before there's just the laughter of goblins and the popping of magma bubbles and the hissing of steam. Probably a good time to talk about the steam. This steam seems to be generated in this area. Like it's constantly growing from this spot, and there's just a constant sound of water boiling back in the corner.
I have ultravision. I think I can see through the steam. So can I see what's happening there? Is there water coming in or something?
Ultravision, magical darkness, or fog is less effective. See 30 feet into magical darkness, 10 feet vapory, foggy, smoky atmospheres. So no, you cannot see.
Also, real quick, but could you turn your mic up, or did it get turned down?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Oh, that's better. I ate him up, but that's better. Okay, what are you guys thinking? I mean, I can keep throwing lightning bolts down this corridor, although I can't check with the crystal ball again to see if they're still there.
What happens if we send like a scout up just to see what happens if he like peeks around the corner? See what happens to him.
Yeah,
Send a
I'm
man
up
to
for
his
that.
death. But
Well, I say we send a few because we need him to get back, right? To see what he sees.
Can you do that prying eye spell or no?
Not today. I already cast it today. Although, hang on, I might have a scroll of something that could work. No, I don't think so.
I don't think I have anything.
Okay. Yeah. Then I mean that's what we brought him for.
I will cast telepathy on whoever we're sending up.
As you are
And
Oh, that's good.
sorry to interrupt. As you're discussing these plans, you will see the 2 magma elementals make their way across this area and submerge themselves in the magma beyond.
They're trying to heal or something.
Do they heal from that?
Maybe. Yeah.
probably.
Can I not react when they come around that corner?
Yeah.
You want to be able to interrupt their actions as they're coming across. Make me a. You'd probably not, because they only have to cross. What is this, like 12 or 14 feet? I think by the time you get your spell components out, they would already be in the magma.
Well,
That takes what,
my
a second.
He has a
One.
yeah.
wand of lightning bolt out.
Give me a. Give
Let
me
me roll
a-
initiative on the wand, and give them a bonus of like 3 or something for their move.
No, I think you would have to be ready to do something immediately. Because by the time I said they walk over to the magma, that's as much time as it would take. And then there was like a good 15 seconds, and then you wanted. I don't think so. I think they walk across the narrow chamber, and you see.
You know,
them
I
down
just
the
want
hall
to
when they're
say,
talking with friends.
to be consistent, I remember a long time ago in this campaign, we walked into a room invisible, and without having readied an action, a very prepared soldier threw a mug into the air, and we only came in for a few seconds, and he revealed our invisibility. I'm just saying.
A soldier on watch spotted the oddity of sound, which is
okay.
very different than three
I
people
just
engaged in conversation.
like to submit that.
Okay, wait, hang on.
No,
Since
I'm
we're
just
bringing
kidding.
this up,
Okay.
my guy was not on watch. He was having a pint.
You guys
in the
were
fucking
having.
pub.
He was not having a pint. He was the guy at the window. The 3 of you were
He had a
talking
mug in
about
his
who you
hand.
were gonna do.
Okay. No, it's all
fine.
good. I just, just making sure. I just wanted to enter
Okay,
that testimony of the
So the
record.
elementals are currently healing. Nick, do you have the water spell?
Ooh, lock him under there. Oh.
That would have been good though, wouldn't it?
Well, we have our decanters of water. We could go pour for a very long time. Trap him under the rock.
Slowly.
We could also just go now.
The issue is if there's a trap, we don't know what the scaffolding is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's probably just like I'm imagining it's like a platform built around the next room, like so there's like shitloads of goblins up on the platform or something. They already did that once, right? With the orcs.
That very well could be it. Do you just want to send our 20 troops in now that they're under the thing, and if they come out, then we intercept them?
I mean,
With our fire protection scroll?
I think we cast our buffs, mirror image, haste, and then I cast slow over there. We cast the fire protection scroll and we just go and fuck them up.
Behave.
Personally, that's what I think. But they come out at full health.
2 magma elementals come out and walk across the room. I don't know how you would tell how much HP a magma elemental has. Could be
Remove
the
the
same
HP
ones.
from 'em,
Could be
Koivu.
different ones.
We don't need to see it. They're magma
Do
elementals.
I get to react this time?
He saw it immediately.
I don't know. What do you want to do? I
Shoot them.
would have loved you to say I'm waiting for the magma elementals to come out, and so I'm going to ready in action.
Oh,
as
didn't
opposed to
think-
like, oh, they came out at their full HP.
He gotcha.
Oh shit! I should have done something when they did that. Like,
Got you.
He got
What
you,
the-
Nick.
He
got
did
you.
get
It depends
you.
how quick they. It depends
got
how quick
it.
they came out. If it's literally like 30 seconds later, then I feel like I'd still be watching.
well, I think you guys were just discussing your things again, and you did
Okay,
not say I'm
all right,
going
fine,
to
fine.
ready in
How was it?
action.
How
I mean,
long was
come
it?
on.
Okay, how long was it
That's
then?
how long did it go in between them disappearing and coming out in the real world? About the same time.
Like a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same time.
Okay.
But you're a pro at this. If you wanna hit something, ready your actions. If you want to be prepared for
don't
something,
shame,
ready
don't
your
shame,
actions.
Don't shame. Don't patronize me, Neil. Okay.
Hey,
don't need
I
that.
have opinions. Okay, I just want to let you know.
Yeah. What do we do then? I feel like we can crush this fight, but
True. What
The
the
issue
fuck
is-
could happen? Buff us
The-
and let's fucking go. Sorry.
No,
we're
the
going-
issue is if there is something there and there's a greater trap, we just fucking die.
What could possibly be here?
all right, fine. But if we
shield,
We're the
or
brothers
anti-magic-
McGarry. We are the trap.
if we send in individuals, like men, they're just gonna get killed. The telepathy might work though as a way to see what's there, but
Well, we don't really need to see what's there. What we needed to do was send them in when they were under, and then we would have intercepted. Let me think. Just let me think. What's the problem with sending Shine in and breathing gas in there?
Shine gonna
That's a
get
good
one
answer.
shot by a bunch of dumb shit.
What would she get one shot by?
Does she still have shield?
yeah, probably.
What about like spells or magic missiles, or not magic missiles? What about spells or just ordinary missiles, like arrows?
She's immune. Unless they're like +1 or +2 arrows.
Oh, it's
I just don't see
Scoria.
her taking 140 damage.
I don't see
in,
her
like,
taking
a
140
round.
damage.
Oh, you guys don't see you're taking 140.
I think
damage.
that's the best move, is to send her in, do one breath weapon, and then come out. Shine? Let's.
I serve at your command.
What do you think could happen, Shine? What's worst case scenario? You get finger of death?
She pauses, nods. There are spells out there that, under the worst of circumstances, could kill me instantly. Here, so close to all the creatures, it's definitely a possibility. We've seen their magics before. I'm likely to sustain through it. I don't know the scroll components for Finger of Death. It must take a long time to make. Must be rare components indeed, but if there are scrolls of Finger of Death, I wouldn't put it beyond Scoria to make as many as possible and give them to as many casters as possible. We've seen that same thing happening on the ships at sea. Magic missile
agree.
spells only take a day to craft. Finger
If
of
they
Death probably takes
yeah.
7-8 days. They can't be that many, and the components must be rare, but you asked for worst case.
If they had Finger of Death scrolls, we would have run into them already. Last time it was the wizard
they?
himself who cast it. He could be there, but
Let's say that they have Finger of Death, and one of us get it cast on us. To be honest, Shine, I would rather lose you than one of my brothers.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
all
there's no need for
understand
that. None of
here.
us here are.
He
none of us
misspoke.
here-
What he meant to say.
Also-
He misspoke. What he meant to say was that she's the best equipped to survive because of her innate magic resistance.
Also,
right?
you are the best equipped to survive,
That's-
Shine,
yeah.
because you have magic resistance and you won't fail. You won't, the save, etc.
I understand.
So are we in agreement then? We send Shine forward. And
Let
then
me-
Shine retreats and we go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Get the-
long does the gas stick around?
Depends on the geometry of the rooms beyond. I would not charge in immediately. A couple of minutes should be fine. My concern is that creatures made of molten rock may not be, will most definitely be immune to my fire breath, and may also not suffer caustic effects of gas, for they are not creatures of flesh, but creatures of stone. Those
Perhaps.
things beyond them could be killed quite easily. And my claws can surely rend these magma creatures to bits.
The magma creatures hurt you?
She shrugs. Unlikely to do anything serious.
Base.
Unless the wizard's in there, the most dangerous thing is the cleric. And he will take damage from this breath weapon, presumably.
What are we worried about the cleric doing?
Well, he's a high-level caster,
Cleric.
so...
You can't really do much.
What is a cleric? What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
Cleric. Cast
Yeah.
recitation, maybe make an elemental.
Better than climbing a wall, you know?
It's true. Well, is there a reason not to make Shine invisible?
Invisibility wards. I mean, we can do it. Neil, I've got
Probably a waste
I've got
of a
ult-
spell. They'll hear me coming.
That's true.
I can see the roof, Neil, because I've got ultravision. So the fact it's in
That's
darkness.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
your ultravision can see. The roof extends. It's hard to say where the top is because it sort of like steeps and becomes more and more narrow, and there's like little spires and spikes. But it's probably like 100-something feet tall with all sorts of jagged rocks and stuff up there.
I check where Scoria is.
Half mile.
So here's what I'm saying, right? I cast slow down there, and then I cast haste on all of us. Then shine goes. I will fly with shine over the lava, like 30, 40 feet in the air, so the magma elementals can't get to me. And I'll cover her just in case any wizard comes out of that corner. I can blast him with my arrow, hopefully interrupt his spell. And then once shine does her breath weapon, you two rush in. I'll like fly a little bit more forward, and then we
rush
engage.
in with the fire and scroll on, correct?
Yeah.
Do you think that it's better?
If
using
I'm
magic
going
as
to
a
go
wand?
in, I'm sorry, Lord Anton, but if I'm going to go in, there's going to be no room for anyone else to fight. If you're going to send me, just let me do my thing.
Do the breath weapon shine. Turn back to your human form, and you can retreat.
In human form, those things can wrestle me and grapple me. You have a dragon.
I
Let
agree.
me
I think
be
we
a
should just use
dragon.
I think we should use the dragon here.
Wait, you
Yes.
think we should just let shine do the whole encounter on her own? That
I
I'm
think
not
you can
confident
be
Or
a-
about.
grow some balls and do it yourself.
I don't think she would say that ever. To
Yeah, she
us.
wouldn't
Yeah,
say
she
that.
wouldn't say that, Neil. Immersion.
Absolutely
Redo it.
not. She respects
Then
us.
look
and
on at her in
reveres-
horror because Shine is growing weary.
Tyrael,
Send
make a
Shine
decision.
forward.
You want me to make a
Cyril's
decision?
You're the lord. You're the king here. You're our leader.
What are the
We
threats
go
to
with the
Shine?
three of us, or we let her go.
I'd-
It's high level magic.
And if Shine goes first, we can't get in afterwards, or
She'll be a big dragon. She'll be way too big. She'll block the whole entrance.
she can't do the breath weapon and then come back out?
She could do the breath weapon and then waddle back out, and then you guys could come in afterwards a few minutes later, totally, or a minute later, but like you won't be able to fight at the same time as she's up there.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys edge forward, like below her head? Like she can be above you, cast the breath weapon, and then you can be immediately ready to go in.
Can we just be climbing on her feet?
Because that's the
Koibu,
same
in
risk
the
as
front?
going in by yourselves without her.
Oh yeah, no, but it means we get the breath weapon first.
We get the breath weapon off. Can we like
But-
hold her feet in the front and then she like
You
walks
want to
forward, does the
stand
breath
on
weapon?
her feet, so you're like, you know, you're standing
why
on her
can't-
feet like a child stands on their
Wait,
dad's
why
feet.
can't you just walk in front of her?
Yeah,
Sure.
you
Or
could walk in
both,
front of
like,
her.
Matter.
You
We
could
can walk in
stand
front
on
of
her
We can
feet.
stand on her feet.
I mean, you can just like stand literally like below her head. Like,
What's the problem with standing
like
on her
this.
feet, Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
This is weird. Why would you do that?
Okay, Anton does that.
It's just so that we like move along with her, basically.
Yeah, we're
right?
literally on her. We're with her.
Well, but
Her
will we
head
get
can
will we get
protect
hit by
us
the
if we
gas?
need- yeah.
Will we get hit by the gas spread? That's like the important thing.
No.
right?
Unless there's some way of reflecting it back at you, no.
Which we did see once before, right? In Zarathus's cave.
Well, no, hold on, because when the lightning bolt went in, that didn't get reflected back, did it?
That's true. Yep.
Is that true, or did you not see the
Yeah.
lightning bolt go around the corner?
Well, the ice storm didn't get reflected back or anything. It definitely hit them. The lightning bolt looks to have killed some. Actually,
All right,
I
let's do
can't tell
this.
that.
Let's send Shine in once, have her breath weapon, waddle back. We see if it reflects. She comes back. Then we do our full frontal assault where she breath weapons again, and we're on like under her legs or whatever, and then we follow directly in. That way, we're at 100%. We're not gonna get fucking reflected on. Because if we get reflected on, we just die.
I think we just let her waddle forward, do her thing, and come back. I don't think she's getting
Yep,
killed by
I
anything.
think that's good.
Unless the wizard is there.
Which
I'm
then
going-
she has the
Want me
best
to
chance.
to head in there,
Go be a dragon.
gas all of the creatures beyond, and
then we'll come back.
ignore the magma creatures and retreat.
Bite one of the magma creatures and retreat.
Yeah.
Breath weapon, 1 round of melee combat, and then come back.
Seems good.
That seems good.
Shine,
She
just do as
nods.
much damage as you can.
Obviously,
being careful.
if you gotta make
I'll
a
cover you.
decision, Shine. Let's say you're in a round of melee combat and, play the dragon.
All right, are we ready to go? Because I
Yeah.
cast Cat's Grace and I cast Mirror Image on myself.
Here we go. Let's see the cat's
Okay.
grace roll, Nick. You want me to roll it?
Yeah, go on, you roll it, yeah.
What do you want, a d6?
A D6, yeah. Nice one. That doesn't count, Neil, does it? I cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay. You have no dex bonus, but there are many of you, right? 8 duplicates of you?
D4 plus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. D4 plus 5. 9 Mirror
you
Images,
go.
so there's 10 of me total.
Maximum is 8 duplicates.
Oh, really?
First line of the
Okay.
spell.
Then I get 8.
Okay. Shine will walk on in.
I fly above her.
I'm just gonna go up there
as
and watch
she's
Shine.
come in, I'm flying like 50, 60 feet
Sorry.
above this lava here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine, right? I'm not in her way. I can be doing that.
Whoops, I'm sorry.
That's correct, but we're going to need to roll initiative for the 2 of you.
Yeah.
I shout, good
I
luck.
have my bow ready, Neil. Does that give me a bonus on initiative?
Nope.
Okay.
But it does say if you are aiming at something, like guarding an area, you can have a readied shot. But if you're flying with your bow out, then you are just moving.
Can I roll into initiative?
From back there, yes, but I don't know what you would ever
Shine's
be
in my
able
range,
to see
right?
from there.
I want to
Yeah,
roll
you can
in.
see Shine.
I want to roll in recitation. So just to
Okay.
hit Shine.
Okay.
I'll roll in to attack. Oh, fuck, where am I?
I click the roll button. There you go. And 12.
Did we haste or no? We didn't haste, did we?
There's no
No.
haste spells cast.
No? Okay.
We're not going in right now, right?
Yeah, this is
I'm
just
just making sure.
breath weapon
Yeah.
and out.
Just breath weapon and out. That's what we agreed on.
All right. Shine starts moving on in. Imric is following in after her, and as
I'm
you
staying
come on in-
here. I'm staying here.
You're staying there.
Yeah, and if I can find a little ledge to perch on, I absolutely will do that. But
Yeah, I think you can find a little ledge to perch on. In fact, it's as you're finding a little ledge to perch on that you see the creature who beat you in initiative is right near where you wanted to have your thing.
Good,
And it
well, I'll
will
kill him
open
and
up
take his
with
ledge.
a small breath weapon on you. I think you get to save for half, but it's an auto hit with 1d8 plus 1 points of damage as it breathes fire all over you.
Does
I'll
he
take 2
displace
damage.
that or no?
Damage.
I'd assume not.
nah, fuck
No,
it.
because it's an AoE, but it'll burn through all of his mirror images because it's an AoE attack.
Real shit.
Very reasonable. Extremely reasonable ruling. One of
This
the most
is all-
reasonable rulings I've ever had. Imric, it is your turn. You see your mirror images disappearing. You can feel the fire flowing over your shoulders as you turn behind you. And there's one of these little imp-like creatures.
I shoot him in the face.
Yes, please.
24
He has 15 AC. That'll hit.
for 8 damage.
Oh, doesn't quite
Right.
kill him.
I shoot him again.
Yes.
That's
Oof.
Sure you do.
You got him this time.
3d6 plus 2. 17 damage.
Sheesh.
He's dead.
Okay. I'm pretty certain they can be hit by normal missiles.
Plus 1 arrow. Plus 1 arrow.
Ah, I thought this was your speed.
Oh, no, yeah, it's
million.
not. You're right. Sorry, you're right. It's not.
Ooh, trying to get
Okay.
tricky.
Ooh,
Nick's trying to
he's
get tricky there.
lying.
What's
I
he
mean, if you
doing?
want to use your +1 arrows.
No.
Okay. Mephit. MEPH, or is it under imp?
It's MEPHIT.
It's not what.
They put it under imp, though.
Yeah, it's under imp. It's under imp, comma, method.
Thank you. Yes, I do believe they can be hit by regular weapons, and so I think you will quickly destroy that one. Oh yeah.
I take
And
my
probably
spot here.
in the act of looking around, you'll notice that there's another method over here as well.
Hit him, Nick.
Oh, I
See
shoot
that
him
one?
too. Yep.
How many attacks do you get right now?
4. 19.
You get 4 and 4 at the end?
Yeah.
Okay. 19 will do.
That's 5 damage.
Uh-huh.
25. That's going to
Will
be a
hit.
crit.
It'll clear by 10.
For 11.
And you will drop a second method from the table. Excellent. Okay. Shine stalks forward on her large feet, keeping them mostly on, entirely on the little stone ledge here. 1 foot coming to stand like right where this neck spot is, the other one like behind it. Sort of like a cat walking on a fence post or something, as she cranes her neck round the edge, opens up her breath weapon with gusto, and unleashes a huge gout of gas in the area.
Is she doing gas or is she doing fire?
Gas.
Yeah, gas.
Right?
She's doing gas, yeah. And next up would be the magma elementals.
We need to roll the
who
damage?
Are
Or is everyone
going
just
to... Oh, no, whatever was in that breath weapon, it means huge. You can roll it,
Is
but...
it?
Right? 'Cause she does
like-
insane damage.
16d12 plus 8?
Yeah, 77 damage.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just... The magma elementals will get their bash attacks. Just the first one here does not hit Shine. The second magma elemental will
Not?
hit her. Shine has 27 AC, so that will hit.
Damn.
And it'll do 3d6. But does it really? Is the question. I don't
Wait,
think
she has shield cast, remember?
Yeah, but shield doesn't.
Doesn't it? It's only against ranged, maybe. I'll check.
Shield
I'll check.
actually increase your base AC?
No, it's a set AC, so her AC will be higher than that.
Right.
Yeah.
The real question is how much of the damage is from fire and how much of the damage is from impact.
Oh, she probably has stone skin as well now.
Well,
I mean, she
I
casts
didn't
it
hear-
to
yeah.
herself, so I assume she has it.
True.
That's true. I think it'll probably just burn off a charge of stone skin then, as
Yeah.
the 2 charges then as they
Two
hit
charges.
her. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. I don't think Shine is affected by any of these other things going on here. Imric, anything else to do at the end of your turn?
Can I-
Material, Anton, anything to you do?
Can I see
my
the magma
recitation went
elementals?
off.
Your recitation went off. Excellent.
Yep. They we all have +2 to hit, or whatever. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see? Can I get a shot on the elementals?
I think Shine is in the way. We'd have to do firing into melee combat rules, and you'd most likely hit her with her wings and her head and her arms in the way and everything.
Even if I go up in the air to get a shot down?
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter if
'Cause
you hit her.
she's
You can't
big.
do damage to her.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't have +1 arrows.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's true. I probably can't hurt them with non+1 arrows either. So
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Shine will take the next round of initiative. She'll lose another 2 stone skin charges as the magma elementals claw at her. And then Shine will conduct a bite attack against one. Ooh, natural 1. Actually missing. Bashing her head against the cave ceiling. And then a 35 and a 31 against the AC 17 creatures. So the first one's
Big crit.
They're both crits. They're both
They're both single crits.
single
Yeah.
crits, yeah. So she will do 2d10 plus 7? She's only H plus 7? Okay.
She's got a magical age class.
magical.
And then an extra 1d10 on each of those.
Come on.
So the first one, 28, 29, 35 to 1 magma elemental. Now you had said, do a 1 round of combat, but Shine can see what's happening over
I was
here
told
and
to
what's
be a
going
dragon.
on, and she's just going to engage in combat again.
Is the
magma
cleric
elementals
dead?
will
I mean, I didn't
haven't
say
seen any
that. but-
spells cast, yeah.
Can we scream at
magma
her?
elemental will knock off 2 more charges of stone skin as Shine crits 1 for this plus 3d6 more, completely ripping it to shreds. And claws at the other one for 3d10 plus 14, 37, mostly but not entirely killing it. It'll now roll a morale check At minus, I do believe the roll here is going to be at -3. Actually, that should be a +3 because plus is bad in this situation. So it's actually a 19. And the magma elemental is done. It will begin to back out.
Taking a
flee
bite
down
of
the hallway.
opportunity.
Taking a bite of opportunity.
It will take a bite of opportunity. Yes, it will. It will be a crit because it's turned its back.
Back
And
attack,
so
yep.
Shine will do 12d6 plus 7 to it, which will kill the creature.
Damn.
And then she will slowly back up awkwardly, looking over her shoulder as she finds a way to fit her tail and rear end and then claws and her head back in through here, backing all the way out to where the rest of the party is.
Good job, Shine.
Nice. That was a lot
they
of
all
planning
dead?
for something pretty anticlimactic.
The cleric wasn't there. I think he heard me coming and fled.
All right, we should go into that room now and scope it out, right?
We should send our dudes into that room and let them scope
And
it
there are
out.
dudes up there.
Okay. I'll go and get them. I go down the corridor to find a captain or someone to talk to.
Sure. So we had talked last time about how the heat of this chamber makes things difficult and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And we had mentioned that the enemy is mostly fighting without armor and not wearing armor because it's too damn hot in here to do anything. The three of you have endure heat and cold. If you're going to bring a group of soldiers up here,
They have to
especially
be
if they have
armored.
armor, yeah, they have to be armored. Otherwise, they're just going to get wrecked by anything they see. And I don't know how many people you can endure heat and cold on. I think it's 1 per spell casting.
No, sorry. I mean, I think they go unarmored.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Sure,
think we'd
yeah,
already
you can
had this
bring up
conversation where they're all unarmored anyway. I think we said that.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that we're on the same page and not
Yeah.
guessing.
They're
Okay.
not literally naked though, right? They're in like
Leather
clothes.
armor or something, right?
probably no armor, I guess, but just they're in clothes. They're not just like walking around in their boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've probably got some minor layer of protection on them in case they like trip and so don't skin their knee. But
There's that one soldier who spends all of his day in the gym who's like really glad that this has
Yeah.
happened, that he can now
How-
go around shirtless.
How far is Scoria?
half mile.
Can we just send Shine up to lead the charge? Like, can't we just go at this point, or no?
We're still worried about
I-
Finger of
I-
Death Guy, and
I
we're worried
think
about Big
we're
Trap.
But,
We have our knights, just send them forward. There's no reason not to.
I agree.
Okay,
all right,
so
yeah,
we've also talked about a whole bunch of different ranks of knights. What level of warriors?
we
do you
send
want to
a
send?
level
brought-
3 knight with a squad of like 10 dudes or 20.
A level
dudes,
3 knight
whatever,
with a squad
spear.
of
like a
with lot of
spear, yeah,
dudes.
that's what it's called.
Okay. A spear, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 1 spear, 1 3rd level knight with 8 spearmen behind him.
Yeah.
Get their shit together and begin to march down this hallway.
I say I'll cover them.
Here we go. Here is our level 3 knight.
I'll cast telepathy on the level 3 knight, whoever's the highest, you know.
Mm-hmm. And we'll get our 8 soldiers. 2.
And since this day's probably over, I'll also cast it on 1 random soldier. So I have 2 telepathies left. I cast 2.
Excellent.
I tell them
All right.
how it works. Just talk to me through your mind. Da, 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 just scream at me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tell me everything as you're going up there. 3rd level soldier named Brick.
Brick. Excellent name. Brick will lead this squad of people to this point. And as they get to here, I think at this point we have had another 14 and
The other elementals come out.
14. The wounded elementals who are now mostly healed will pop on out and start to harass them and fuck them up and make some grab attacks. The knight will jump as quickly as possible forward and around the corner as these people start getting picked off by these. I'm just gonna, rather than rolling a bunch of dice because who really cares about them, I'm gonna say these 4 will get caught and killed by the
Nick gets
elementals.
his attacks?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. Can I not
He
get some
was
shots
ready,
off
he was
on
covering
in that
them.
one round?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
get all your shots off.
Okay.
Good luck, Nick.
I fire them.
Roll all 8
until-
of them.
Aim true, brother.
Would I have switched my bow? Probably not. I shoot them with the
Nope.
null arrows, Neil. It might not work.
None of them work. They are
Okay.
immune to non-magical weapons.
There you go.
But the knight and the 3 soldiers will get around the corner. The elementals will sink back into their magma pit. Woo! Oh no, whole map moved. And the other 2 soldiers will retreat to safety. After a few moments, maybe a few minutes, the knight and the 3 soldiers will get ready for a quick run past the magma elementals.
I switched my
They
bow
can
here.
just telepathy me the whole time. What are they saying? What's Brick telling me?
Yes, so Brick has told you that beyond the area, it's just a big opening thing. All the monsters there have retreated. There's some goblin corpses on the ground. There's a large contraption that looks like it has some sort of battering ram on a hinge of some kind that would like drop down from the ceiling. There's some
smash you
sort of
into
like
the lava.
mechanical contraption of make in here. And then she flees back with her other
Can you
people.
disable it before you come back, Brick?
Yeah. She doesn't know how to disable it, but she knows how to destroy things. So with
Okay,
her 2
destroy it.
soldiers, here is Brick's best attempt at destroying. It's a 4. She will report back to you that there's too much thick wood, iron, and stone. She'd need axes to properly get at it.
Can you activate it, Brick? There's a lever, right?
Yes, she will climb to the top. And how smart is our person seeing something she's never seen before in her life? Quick int check. She's like, hold on, let me figure it out. And then you can sort of hear her thinking to you accidentally, is it this? Is it this? And like 5 minutes passes and she's still trying to figure out exactly what does what up here.
Can I give her some help? Telepathy?
I mean, you can't see what she sees, so it's... Yeah.
Does the magma elementals come back out and when they come back?
No.
Can we just send
Okay.
Shine
You
into the
run
lava
along,
to
it's
kill the
fine.
magma elementals?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be fine.
She
can just,
can't
like,
swim in lava. It's just like liquid stone to her. She's not a magma elementer herself. She probably can't find them down in there.
How deep could it be? I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
good question.
all right. We kind of do need to deal with them though if we're going to take this area.
Can't you just forehead literally fly above there and just have your endless decanter and just go over the top? It's gonna take a while, but it should work,
I
right?
think it would take like years for
Yeah,
that little bit of
years.
water
Years.
to. Yeah, it's just
You ever
like
played Minecraft?
yeah. True.
Turns to obsidian instantly. Can't we just come back to this area tomorrow with new spells and you can bring the water spell and shoot it?
Is there a reason why we can't just send a flank of soldiers up and the 3 of us could just stand there when the fire elementals come up? We just kill them.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Let's just do
have
that,
to
yeah.
use yes, because we're gonna have to use either an oil of slipperiness to not get grabbed, each of us, or we're going to have anti-fire resistance on because they'll just pull us in.
Don't you have like 5 of those scrolls? Can't you afford to use one of them for
We
this
could.
fight?
No, maybe
But
not.
it is we can't get any more.
How much HP do these things have? With held attacks, you don't think we could just like one-shot both of them?
Yeah, I reckon we could. They had about 70 health. I think we could fuck them up. Personally.
Do I think that what do I know about Frostbrand? If you jut it into fire,
That's a good idea.
it cleanses
It
it,
extinguishes flames. Yeah.
correct? I don't know if I'd be willing to put it in the lava, right?
Yeah, maybe not.
There's no shot
Yeah.
that sword could melt. I don't believe that. Even in fucking lava. That
Would
sword,
you like
should
me
be
to
able
try
to
it?
fling that into the center of the sun.
I believe that you can put this sword through a breath weapon and it should be fine.
The sword always provides a +3 bonus. The +6 bonus takes effect against creatures that use fire or live in fiery environments. The weapon does not shed light except when the air temperature is below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It does give special benefits against fire. Its wielder is protected as if he were wearing a ring of fire resistance. It has a 50% chance of extinguishing any fire into which the blade is thrust. The power extends to a 10-foot radius along a wall of fire, but excluding fireball, meteor swarm, or flame strike. So a wall of fire, it'll make a hole through, but it wouldn't protect your allies from a fireball.
Do we think that flooding this place with water is a good idea? Let's say we could do it. Because where there's a trickle of water coming out. I
Wait,
might
if
be able
we
to smash
flood it with water, I think that'd be a great idea. Yeah.
Okay. I will go here, Neil. I try and gauge where this water and the steam is coming from, and I want to cast a Lance of Disruption at that point.
You can also do a geyser out of the decanter of endless water, by the way. It can be made to come forth as follows. A stream pours out 1 gallon per round, a fountain or a geyser. 20-foot long stream at 30 gallons per round.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought
So
a
if
decanter
you
was like
were-
pouring like a glass of tea or whatever, basically.
No.
So did I.
So
well, hold on. We got some serious
and we
firepower
have
now.
a ton of these, don't we? So can't we just like?
We have 3 of them, I think. Oh shit! We found the weapons,
Yeah, but
the
wait,
minor
but
magical
would
items.
the steam not kill us?
Why? It's just steam. It's just humid and hot. Why aren't we protected from
We're
heat?
immune to
Steam is 100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
not
hot.
that. We're immune up to 130 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit,
Yeah, but
not Celsius.
that's 212 Fahrenheit.
Okay,
So we
that's
can take it for an
just
hour.
when it's created. If it gets heated up by the lava any farther, it could get quite a bit hotter.
Sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
What
do you-
I was
what
just
do you
gonna say a meta comment. We're almost 2 hours on this, and we've already killed all the enemies.
You just want to run it?
Sure.
ju-
Koibu,
I-
do you want to hand wave this, or do you want us to figure it out?
I do not want to hand wave
Then
anything.
there you go, Nick.
No, but I think me with my magical bow, and you guys with your swords, and find the oil of slipperiness. We start
Okay,
fooling
sorry, stop. This
soldiers,
is what we
and
do.
if they come
No-
up, we just slaughter them.
No. Okay, yeah. This is what we do. Okay. How many knights? We've got plenty of knights back here, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Here's what we do. Me and Anton are each gonna walk down this hall. We're gonna have 5 knights in front of both of us. When these things come out of the water, they're gonna try to grab one of the knights. All of us will strike. We'll kill each of the individual things. That's what we do. Okay.
If we get pulled in, we die.
Are we gonna get pulled in?
There is literally a chance that we can get.
They're
pulled
gonna
in.
reach
Yes.
over the knights to grab us in the
to
middle of.
to grab the
I'll have
people
to-
that they want to kill. Yes, there is a
You'll
chance.
How many-
get attacks of opportunity when they try and grab you.
How many?
Okay, I'm using an oil of slipperiness. You guys can risk your character, but I've almost lost mine twice now, so I'm good.
How many? Oh fuck! How did we roll the grappling things before? Did we make some changes to where you can't just like you win 1 strength check and now you've infinitely got a person bear hug forever? Did we change those, or how did we ultimately settle on that?
I think it was if you did a crit to them while grappled,
You get undone.
and you get a free chance to escape every
So
round.
we've got 5 opportunity attacks on each. 1 crit. Wait, hold on. Koibu feels like he doesn't agree with that.
That's
You don't
not.
get 5
Yeah,
opportunity
you asked one
attacks.
question. You answered a different question. Destiny asked if you make a grapple check, how long does it last? And the answer is until it is broken, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the defender can make a check each round to escape.
Keep it. Oh yeah. Well,
Do you have
I
to
think,
make a
no,
check
no, no.
each round to hold it?
I believe
was what-
the
that's
attacker
the
has to
actual
make a check
rules.
every single round to hold it.
But I think the change we made last time was that if you get crit while being grappled, then you break the hold.
That's not a change that we made. That's like just by the rules. But
No,
there's
but that's
also other
that's a
things that
rule.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we've not been playing with any of them rules until now. But
Until
we did
now, yeah.
we did add in the crit one. But I don't think we agreed necessarily that the attacker needs to maintain the hold actively every round.
I think that
But-
we just glossed
Just
over that and
use-
said we'll figure it out later. Yeah.
Just use the oils of slippers.
I'm gonna use the oil of
Well,
slipperiness.
but we need this for our fight for Scoria. Aren't these our last ones?
I have 3. How many do you have on you?
I have none. I used my last ones. So if you use 2 right now, we won't. Only one person's going to be.
Good point.
Sure, but if we don't and we get pulled in, we die.
Okay. Last time when these came out, did they both come out at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going out with 10 fucking knights. Okay. And I'll show you guys how this shit is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
come
will.
with you.
Yeah. Good. I'll do this.
Yeah, Anton is gonna put on 1 oil of slipperiness.
You're gonna no, waste it. Just let me be in front. Let me be in front. You can just do your thing.
let us-
Okay.
Let us do it, Anton.
Okay. Anton is gonna hang back.
Well, he's got like spells and shit he can cast, right?
Sure. You're gonna bring 10 knights. Do you care what level they are? Because you're expecting them all to die, right?
Not expecting them all to die. I'm expecting them to
Okay.
watch us
Do I feel
thrive.
like? Well, hold on. Do I feel like this is an evil creature, Koibu?
Elementals are usually not evil. They're usually pretty neutral in nature.
When the 10 knights are assembled, I will cast haste on me and Tyrael plus. The
Do we
knights.
need haste for this?
Why not? Why not? There's no point.
I'll have Brain Gang shoot with a bow.
Can we unage
I'll-
us or whatever? Is that okay? Or
Yes, I can unage you. I will cast Recitation on the party as they're leaving. This is my last one.
What level knights do you want to send in?
what were the
Seventh.
options that we had?
7th?
7?
You have 3, 5, and 7.
Yeah, 7th level knights are
7th
coming in on this one.
Okay.
Do I feel like my ring of protection from fire is going to help me all here against like attacks or anything, or no?
I hand Tyrael the Frostbrand.
Okay. Are these large creatures?
They are.
Ah, good. The bigger they are, the harder
Okay,
they
they all
fall.
have +2 to hit, +2 to saves. And tell me when you want Brain Gang to shoot. He's gonna be shooting with +1 across.
Me and Brain Gang are next to each other down here.
All
Are you guys
right.
attacking the same target?
So do you want your knights just like in a? You said 10.
He wants
How-
10 knights with him.
I want 10
Send it
knights. Yeah, that is how I want them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Readying attacks for when the elementals come out.
6,
And let's like hug the wall. Let's be back here a little bit, just a little bit, you know.
9, 10. 1,
You
2,
get
3,
pulled
4,
in.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so you got 10 knights here, 7th level, and you're gonna move in like a hugging the wall fashion.
Yeah, true, but I'm gonna be hugging it the most. Here, I'm right
Okay,
here.
so you want them to be like one square away from you.
Yeah, we're waiting. No, these guys at top, they can move a little bit closer. The guys on the bottom can move a little bit closer, okay?
Okay.
That's what I want. Let's go,
right.
baby.
And so the whole party is just going to walk this way until the magma elementals come out.
Yes, they're not smart.
Oh, yeah. Wait, first, I want to send one low level. Whoa, Koibu, you're moving there pretty quickly.
Okay.
Send one low level scout loser to the end over here so that we can see if anybody's going to come around the corner.
Ah, right. One of these
Well, just do
nobodies.
brick.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
The third level
Okay,
brick.
and these knights, are these knights that have been given magic weapons so
Yeah,
that they can
yeah.
effectively fight these?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
level
So
7
using-
knights.
Part
They
of
should have
the
plus one
Glacia
swords.
magical
Plus one
swords.
was
Oh,
swords.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
I have telepathy
No-
on brick, so I'll listen to them.
All right. You're gonna send these 10 plus Tyrael. Brick is at the other end. These all have +1 swords and no armor, just whatever clothes they've got on. And they're gonna come on over down to here. And it's right when we get to about here that the lava monsters are gonna pop out. Now everybody has readied attacks across
Ring
the
gang
board,
shoots.
so this just sort of evolves or devolves into initiative because everyone is ready to
Yeah.
nothing. Not
Oh,
everything
yeah.
happens simultaneously.
We get a -2 to our initiative because of haste.
Well, no, I think it's all just
Houston?
resolving.
15. So, me, Tyrael, Anton, and the 10 knights.
Oh wow,
gang.
they're all hasted. Oh great.
Yeah.
Brain Gang's hasted. Not
Okay,
Anton.
Yeah, I'm
so
I'm
these
brain
should
gang, sure.
Be at full HP by the time you get this party assembled and ready to go.
It's
I'm rolling
chopping
it.
time.
It's probably chopping time, yeah.
Did you want me to roll initiative too? Or are we just attacking as they come out?
I'm gonna roll one for the knights
Okay.
Roll your initiative.
and one for the elementals and one for the Tyraels.
I rolled one.
-2 on the knights.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And -2 on me,
Minus
so
two on
I'm
Tyrael.
going first.
I think we all win.
Elementals go last, yeah. Should be
Imric,
a
did you roll
slaughter.
in?
Yep, I got a 4.
Excellent. Anton rolled in. Tyrael. Everyone's okay. Cool. These people have all rolled in appropriately. It does sound to me like the knights are definitely going to win initiative over the
Oh,
monsters.
yeah.
Imric is definitely the first one to go, though.
Yeah, flank attack, you would say, here?
Sure, yeah. +1 to hit for flank.
Yeah. And I've still got
Oh,
recitation,
thank
right,
you.
Moot?
Need it.
Yep, you have recitation.
4 shots this round, or right now.
And these are your +1 arrows.
Yeah.
So that
You're
means you're not getting.
Hasted.
Oh, so that means you're getting
Uh,
2 and 2 because you're
No,
hasted.
no, because I'm hasted, so I'm getting 4 and 4.
Damn.
Okay,
I'm at level 15 fighter, I get 4 attacks around with a bow.
gotcha. Excellent. 34, 22, 36, 34 against 17 AC. So,
So 3
crit,
crits
hit,
and 1
crit.
double crit.
Damn.
Yeah? Oh no, the second one's a hit. So,
Crit, hit, double crit, crit.
yeah, so d6 wise, it's 2, 3, 6, 8.
7, 8. 8d6, yeah.
8d6 plus 8. No. Plus. I'm just rolling to see what the damage is.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
this. Okay.
8d6 plus 30 plus 16? Yeah.
Yeah. 51 damage.
Excellent. You will bombard the first one with 1,000,000 arrow shots to its side. Tyrael and the knights will go simultaneously, and it's sort of, these guys just kind of, they're already up and against the thing. I don't know how you're going to get in there to attack them, Tyrael, since you have a wall of knights before you.
Well, we just we rotate in and out, right?
No,
Yeah,
don't
you want
start that.
opportunity attacks? Sure.
Really?
On my fucking
I mean,
knights?
I don't know. They're here to fight, so they're just going to fight.
Yeah,
Just get in there,
They
Steve.
are level 7. They get 2 attacks per round?
Yeah, let them swing.
Yeah,
Yes,
they'll
they
get 2 attacks per round, and they should get +6 from level, +1 from their sword, probably +1 from specialization,
Yeah.
maybe a +1 from strength. +9, I guess.
Just one table here. Yes, they actually get 3 over 2. They get 2 attacks per round, so they'll have 4 attacks total, but we'll do 2 right now. And they get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Masters?
Yeah, they're gonna roll 1d20 plus 10.
Plus 2 for recitation.
Plus 2, so a total of 12 on. That's 1, 2, 3 against the top one. 1, 2, 3 against the next one. The top one is just gonna get 1 hit and 1 crit, so that's gonna be 3d8 plus 4.
3d12.
8.
They're large.
Thank you. 3d12 plus 8 to the top. Excellent. And the bottom one is going to take at least 13 damage and die. And we'll just not bother with the rolls. Brain Gang has a bow shot.
Here you go. I think he gets 3.
3 now, 3 at the end.
Yeah, so here you go. 1, 2, 3. 2 hits?
2 hits. And these are magic arrows.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
don't think I
that's
added
11,
the +1 in there, so I added 2.
13 damage here. Excellent. Our magma elemental will grab at one of these knights with its attack, the bash.
Does it get an opportunity attack?
No,
It
it's
is
just regular.
it's
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is a grab though, isn't it? So it's not its regular attack.
You're right. It's a grab. It's not its regular attack. The knight will get an attack of its own, which will be at this, which will
Get him,
hit
King.
for 2d12 plus, what was it, 5?
I can't have one knight step back for an opportunity attack? Or, I'm sorry, for me to attack?
If you want to command a knight to make room for you and they will provoke an attack of opportunity, then yes, you can command them to do that.
Yeah, I will.
Excellent.
Make way, peasant.
Excellent. The creature will take a measly 11 as
Shit
its
roll.
bash attack still grabs the knight.
I believe
and
my
we will
34.
oppose strength.
Sorry, my 32 crit. I should have another damage in there.
Yeah, the 32. Did I not include the 30?
I don't think so. I only
From
attacked
the- from
twice.
Brain Gang?
So
you mean?
another 3
Yeah,
damage.
just another 3 damage.
Okay, cool. The magma elemental strength check versus the knight's strength
Come on, buddy.
check.
Nat
Come on,
20.
you can do it.
Oh, yeah. The knight is grabbed and dragged into the lava as they both submerge into the
Wait,
pit.
could I-
She is...
I couldn't have ordered one to it because we both outbeat this guy in initiative. I couldn't have ordered him back for my attack before.
Yeah.
Combat
why
rounds
not?
are
Why
fluid.
the fuck
It's
not?
to save a man's life.
Well, it's not even that.
Well,
it's
it's
just
to
that-
save a man's life, but it's also to, represent how dangerous the dungeon is. These people are fighting these creatures.
Well,
I
no,
guess
no,
you
no,
probably
wait,
would have
wait, wait.
ordered ahead of time.
Wait, no,
this
yeah, wait,
plan,
hold on,
right?
No,
He's
hold on,
being proud.
Wait, wait. This is like purely easy, rules as written. If we both win an initiative, somebody can attack, the other person can step back, the other person step forward and attack. It might provoke an attack of opportunity, but there's like nothing special happening here. This is like super standard rules as written, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he might get an
Yeah.
attack of opportunity, but
him, Steve.
Yeah, and against an unarmored knight, that's a double crit. So
Hit him, Koivu.
3, 6, 96
Oh shit.
against your knight who has 70, 10 HP.
He's
They'll
fine.
survive. They'll
That's
be
good.
burned badly for the rest of their life, but they'll survive.
He's
and as the
fine.
magma elemental is grabbing one of these things, Tyrael steps on up. And you
Fear
have
not,
one attack with
citizen.
your main and one with
Your
your
king
off.
is here.
okay, wait, 26, does that hit?
Yes, it does. Does not crit, but it does hit.
9 damage? Getting these out of the way.
That's does not kill.
Okay, and then do I get a second attack with my main hand?
With your
Yeah,
offhand,
yeah,
you
you're
can attack
hasted.
right now.
He's
Well,
hasted.
aren't we hasten?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should technically come at the end, but it's fine. It sounds
Oh,
like
okay,
you
well, I
slaughtered
can do
the knight.
my dagger. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
He does.
You saved
Excellent.
him.
Or not the knight, the magma elemental.
Good. Okay.
Easy.
Easy.
Saving throw for the knight to catch himself.
Yes.
To catch himself.
Yeah, instead of falling into the lava.
Should have a bonus to this, but no, they didn't fall into lava anyway. Ah!
Why?
Moot said give him a save.
Why? What was
They
he
failed.
saving for?
I don't know, but he just killed the knight.
The elemental had him up in the air, right? He's about to drag him in. You're saving him to stab him.
Anton
The
is
knight
staring
drops
into the lava.
down.
Roll a 1d100 on a 2 or lower. He's drawn into it and walks in.
Oh, he's
I
fine.
know.
Oh, hold
my
on,
God.
hold on. There we
Okay.
go.
Either way, the magma elementals are gone. There's probably no more, so you shouldn't worry about it and just move the entire army forward because it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, these goblins are all dead. I just forgot to do it.
I think we should leave for the day, get our spells back, and deal with the fucking lava on the ground.
I think we should take the room with the trap before
Yeah,
Like,
we should
while
clear
there's
that
no
room. That
enemies
should be
in
like
it.
our next base. You know how we had our last base was in that
Yeah.
one upper room?
I agree with you, but we need to deal with the lava in order to make it a trap. What if elementals keep fucking coming up?
If
Can
that
we-
happens, it happens. We'll deal with it if it happens. We can't just spend forever.
If we're away from the lava, I don't think we're worried about the elementals anymore. We can just kill them, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the odd soldier gets ganked into the
Yeah,
lava,
but we're
as
gonna
it
have to be
passes-
coming up and down this passageway if it's gonna be our new forward base of operations, right?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's
That's
just
what I'm
clear
saying.
this next room first. Let's get rid of this trap
We can do it.
bullshit. Yeah.
Wait, what if I fabricate a little wall there?
For what?
Get some stone in, build a little wall across the thing so they can't just pop out of the lava and pull someone in.
If you
Absolutely spend
yeah,
5 days doing that.
Can.
Don't even think it'll take 5 days. I think it'll take 1 day.
Can you? How big of a wall can you fabricate that you feel confident will protect you? It's got to be kind of thick, right? You need at least a couple inches thick and
Yeah, a couple
100
inches
feet
thick,
long.
yeah.
And how tall?
Yeah.
15 feet?
I can do 15 cubic yards. No, 16 cubic yards.
Wow, that's actually a lot of space.
15 cubic yards, sorry. So yeah, I think I can.
Let's take the next room as well. Before we head back, unless you can fabricate it right now.
No, not right now.
Okay.
But I'm
We
saying,
can
let's
even
take the
just-
room and then we take a couple of days and I'll just wall this area up. It doesn't have to be a super high wall. Like, even if it's only 5 feet, it's still going to make it a lot harder for the magma elementals to pull someone over.
Sure. Yeah. No, I agree.
Sure, whatever you want.
It's fine.
I
you
give
could
the
also
command to these
just-
soldiers to get some stones down here for tomorrow.
Why? They ask.
I'm going to build a wall.
Can't you just do that with the stones off of the wall right here?
Aren't we in a cave? Aren't there rocks everywhere?
Wow.
Has anyone ever told you that you're a smart soldier? What's your name?
Break them up.
Brianna.
I pull out my spell book, I flip some pages, and I take out a quill. Brianna, where do you live?
Galita.
Okay, I'm going to have you refer to wizard training once this is all over, Galita. Brianna.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sir.
I give her a nod.
Okay.
I roll my eyes as I turn around.
Right. So this area is pretty much cleared, you think?
Yeah, we go to the next room.
Yeah, this is just a passageway. It opens up. It gets wider, like a passageway that would be comfortable for a dragon to walk through at this point. And then it extends into the darkness, on and on and on and on.
Okay, good. We captured them.
I'm gonna have everyone
fuck
move,
for
and I'm
that.
gonna set off the trap.
Yeah, give me an int check. See if you can figure out how to operate this thing. Given
That's
it
not-
sufficient time, you can figure it out. But let's
Sure.
see how quickly.
1 second.
Or, you know,
Yeah.
I could also just
Cleric of
disarm it.
Vengeance.
Oh,
Sure.
sure.
That was kind of what
Disarm it
I...
because my shit's taking fucking forever.
I knew he bought a rogue for
Yeah.
a reason.
Tyrael steps forward proudly, ready to flex his roguish abilities.
Great. Roll me that D100. Don't roll above a 95.
Never. I know traps like the back of my...
Imagine if he fails this roll and gets like yeeted by the trap into the lava.
Yes, you have disarmed the giant battering ram trap designed to toss people into lava who walk through this narrow passageway. Well done. It's safe for everyone to go through now.
Well done.
Based. I feel like there has to be like some kind of movie, or it's got to be a theme in a movie where like all the technology dies and the people that know like the old shit are like the ones that thrive because it doesn't rely on like some sophisticated technology. I feel like we've gotten to a point in our adventures where we have so much magical protection that like
Yeah,
mechanical
yeah.
traps
No,
are
I
like
agree.
the scariest
Yeah.
thing.
Once we're settled in this room, Neil, I'm a little bit upset. The point of this operation was to kill the cleric, and he escaped us.
That is true, but we are
so-
advancing deeper and deeper into the lair.
We are, yeah. I would like to scry on the cleric, or at least attempt to.
Yeah, crystal ball. How
I'm-
well do you know this cleric?
I've heard of him a lot, and I've seen him a couple of times. So I guess that's your call. I can imagine we're pretty well.
What's his
briefed on
name?
this guy.
What's his name?
What's his
It's
name?
like Zandahal or something like that.
Oh, that's familiar. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
What is it, Neil?
Zarthan.
Okay, come on. That off the
You
top
got
of my
a Z.
head,
You
that's
got
not
a
bad.
Z. That's
You
not
got
a
a
Z.
Z.
It's Zarhan in Mistrian, but like when you pronounce it with a accent from
That's true.
Drekka, it's like
Drekka
Drakissian.
sounds like
It's
Xandar.
more like Xanderhall. Yeah, that's the translation.
You have seen this person what once through a crystal ball, twice through a crystal ball, just
Twice
recently,
through a crystal ball, yeah.
for just a few moments.
And I'm aware of him, you know.
Yeah, you are. I would say you are slightly informed of him.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you've seen him once, twice for a couple of minutes.
recently. So
So
I
we'll
think pictured
split the
is fair.
difference between
Pictured.
50 and 20, and
Oh, okay.
we'll do 35.
Okay, never mind.
No, no.
All right.
And what is the plan for this room? Are you gonna wait a day
Well-
and cast fabricate?
Yeah.
And in that day, are you going to then send everyone out of this room, or are you going to have people hold this chamber? Like,
If a few people get dragged into the lava, then so be it. But I think we
Jeez.
hold the chamber, and then tomorrow, I think I can do it in one day. I'll build.
so you're going to maintain a force of knights up in this zone over here.
Yeah, this is
while
our
the
new
rest
forward
of you
base.
Take off. Okay.
No, I'm going to be in this room as well. I'm not scared about getting dragged in by magma elementals.
So you and a
Pissed.
bunch of knights are going to hang out here while Tyrael and Anton head back outside.
I don't think you should. I don't think we should split.
But yeah, I think you guys should just come. I mean, I'm not. Are we really that worried that there's more of them?
No, I'm not worried about there being more of them. I'm more worried.
Yeah, right.
About...
So come into the room. Let's make this our new forward base.
That's fine,
Tomorrow
but
I'll
I
make
need
the
to
wall.
get spells. I'm not worried about these fucking fire elementals. I'm worried about being in the middle of this and Scoria coming down and fighting us when we're unprepared. That's what I'm
We're
worried
What
already
if
in
you're
the middle.
sleeping over here in this
No,
area?
we're not going to sleep up here. We sleep outside.
Aren't you? Don't you have to memorize spells? Don't you need sleep?
No, we
It's
sleep
also-
outside.
It's also
Right,
fucking
so-
hot, and we don't have my spells for it anymore.
Yes, it's very
Yeah,
hot.
We have a military presence throughout everywhere that we've been here. So I'm saying that there should be a significant or a non-small military presence in this room.
Sure.
Like
Then
probably
let
20,
them
30
handle it.
guys.
Let's have
Yeah.
let's all three of us be outside, getting our spells back, letting them go forward and figuring out more pathways. We're outside. Our military's handling this.
Yeah,
The
just
three
like
of
we
you
did
are
last
going to
time.
retreat. You'll
Okay.
send your
Whoa.
soldiers to take care of this area,
Sure, not retreat, but just
Tactical-
walk back to.
tactical
and you'll
withdrawal.
advance to the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and you leave this next area to your unarmored soldiers.
Sure. Yeah, they should be fine. They've got strength in numbers. How much can Scoria truly have left until
That's
they hit the
absolutely
next?
100% true, unless Scoria herself comes down here and Anton's not here to warn them. But that's fine.
Listen, if 30 guys get vaporized by Scoria, then so be it.
This is a great point. How many people are you going to leave here to potentially get vaporized by Scoria when
It's
you're
up to
away?
the generals how
Yeah,
many
the
they think
generals are
can
the ones that
maintain the
figure
room.
all this
Let the
shit out.
generals figure this shit out.
Yeah. Fuck
Okay, cool. Fuck it. Not your job. Not your pig.
We've cleared it out. They now need to take it into our control. That's it. That's the end of the story.
That is the right attitude to have. This is not your business. Leave it to the other people. Deal with the bigger problems.
Exactly
Our party heads off to rest. We'll take our break here and come back on the other side with some more Tombs of Scoria.
We'll be back.
Yes.
everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Our party heads back outside to rest for the night, while the grunts take care of the rest of the work of holding down these tunnels.
Can I just want to offer the general, if he thinks it's a good idea, the geyser of endless water or whatever. We can
They will
offer up
take
to 3 of them if they
Any
need
gear that you want to offer. If you have
Not
magic-
permanently. It would just be specifically to deal with this thing if they think it's a good idea and we would want it back in the next few days.
Oh, they'll want to try it and see what it works. But
Yeah,
if you're
I'll
going to
hand
take
them
it
mine.
away, then it might be. What if the only solution is to keep these things pouring 24/7?
Sure, that's fine.
Do
He
you
can have
really
mine.
need it? So you're going to give him one?
Yes, 1. If it's of no use, bring it back. If it is of use, keep
Okay.
it.
They'll test out.
Okay.
You will rest for a little while while
Yeah.
these things are going on.
How many?
Oh, I'm
Correct.
also going to do something the next day, Koivo.
Well, let's
Uh-oh.
figure out, is there anything that anyone needs to do that night, that evening,
No.
as you come back out of the mountain, sweating?
I check on
hot?
Scoria. Still up there?
She's somewhere deep in the mountain.
Loser.
You've explored a few miles of tunnels at this point.
Fine.
I haven't mapped them all out, but there are folks going in through those small side caverns that you didn't go in through, dealing with the remaining goblins and orcs and clearing out those areas. There's that upper passageway. We've got a couple of people with whistles and horns and some of your anti-invisibility wards. Yeah. Should be good, right?
Could be.
Should be good. Any actions tonight? Anyone?
Nope.
No. Just learning spells. I try and do some calculations to work out how many fabricate spells I need to make a wall on this thing. The answer is probably just like I'll take 4, and then I should be able to make a relatively decent sized wall.
So you're not planning on assaulting Scoria
No.
tomorrow then?
No.
You don't even need spells to fight Scoria tomorrow.
Well, it doesn't hurt to have them ready in case we get in a fight, but I'm going to give up. We're not going to be fighting tomorrow if we can avoid it because I'm fabricating.
Come morning, there are 2 new pieces of information for you. The first is that as your men went forward and cleared out, explored more of Scoria's dungeon, they found a group of ogres and a group of goblins guarding a collection of dwarves. And after a short but vicious fight, some of these dwarves were freed. Some of them died in the fight, some of them were killed by your own soldiers, but after a little while it turned out that these were imprisoned slaves, and they were then escorted out of the mines, out of the dungeon to safety. And they have since been interrogated and voluntarily giving up certain types of information. And as you're about to ask what sort of information it is, the story is eclipsed by the fact that Scoria herself had come out sometime in the night and attacked some of these passageways. And many of your soldiers guarding some sections were killed, pushed back.
You said there were ogres doing this?
No, Scoria.
Oh,
Scoria.
Scoria was
Which
coming out of
which
drink.
which way did she come from, Neil?
She came from both ways. She came through the area that you had just cleared, slaughtering all those up in the magma area, and she also came from the top route. And those bells and whistles and horns went off, and the detection things worked, but the people who were guarding them and using them were all incinerated and destroyed.
Based. Also, your mic is really quiet again, I think.
How does it keep getting quiet?
Oh, hi.
Unfortunately, there are no remains of them to cast Speak with Dead to learn exactly what happened, but, Scoria has made a counterattack in the night, dealing with large groups of,
How many men did we
minions,
lose?
your minions. You lost, 100 men-at-arms. You lost 30 third-level knights, 10 fifth-level knights, and 10 seventh-level knights.
It's quite bad.
Is it?
A little bit. Maybe we should be more hasty if she's going to start attacking at night. Although, maybe we could lie in wait.
I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like there's 1 or 2 more like big rooms like this at the most. I think 1 more,
Probably.
maybe 2, but I think there's like 1 more big room like this.
Yeah, I mean, but seems like she could evade us if she wanted to. She probably won't because she'll have her treasure or whatever.
Yeah,
but
no, she can't evade. She'll fight in the final room, right?
Yeah, she's bound to. But do we like refill the corridors with men and just like let the chips fall where they may, or do we say like evacuate and we'll handle it from here?
Well, when we go to do our attack, we're gonna bring everybody with us, of course, right? Or as many as we feel necessary. Here is a question. Do we feel like we can make Scoria an offer to get her to fuck off, or no?
No.
I mean, only when she's close to death. She wouldn't accept until the last possible moment. She's too arrogant.
Well, at the last possible moment, we wouldn't suggest anything, and she would know that, right?
Exactly. I don't think.
Okay.
For everything she's done, surely for vengeance, for Valthara's sake, for Anton's sake, she deserves to die.
Okay.
I'd like to cast a spell.
Which one?
I'm going to be casting Aerial Servant. Before I do this, obviously, I put down the protection from evil, ritual, etc.
Okay.
So the Aerial Servant can't just fuck me up. And I'm going to be casting this onto the cleric. I know that he was kind of without armor. He's the only one that I know was without armor.
Was he without armor, Neil?
When
He
you
was at
last
that
saw
time.
the cleric, they were unarmored.
Okay.
And I'm going to do, after that one's off, if it goes without a hitch, I'm going to cast another
Just
one.
Reading it. So how would you describe the object or creature to be brought to you?
How would I describe him to be brought?
Yeah, the spell summons an invisible aerial servant to find and bring back an object or creature described to it by the priest. So, how do you tell the aerial servant what to bring to you?
I will describe the dwarf to a T. I have seen him on Imric's crystal ball, so I should be able to describe him almost perfectly.
Excuse me.
You saw him through the crystal ball for a few moments. Yes, okay. What's your int, Anton?
It's like 12? 10.
It's not bad.
10?
It's average. Okay.
Not great, but not horrible.
Sure, he had a holy symbol of Velthar on him.
So
Big
you're
beard,
saying, like,
blowing in the wind.
dwarf, beard,
Yeah.
holy symbol of Velthara.
Wait, is he a Valthara cleric?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's Verasi.
Verasi,
Verasi. Sorry.
Yeah.
Misspoke. Other V name.
Okay. And then the aerial servant will fuck off to go and find this person.
Yes, and I'd like him brought back to me. I'm going to cast another spell in conjunction with Imric, hopefully.
Prevented
On
for
what?
any reason from completing the assigned duty, the aerial servant returns to its own plane. Whenever the spell lapses, its duty fulfilled, it is dispelled, the priest releases it, or the priest is slain. Okay. If the creature to be fetched cannot detect invisible objects, the aerial servant attacks, automatically gaining surprise. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to be kind of doing these at the same time.
Sure. Okay, what's the next thing you wanted to do?
The next thing I want to do is cast Magic Font onto the wizard. I want to scry on him. And I want to know, I can use my Call Upon Faith for this, yeah? To get me an extra 15%?
The casting time is 1 hour.
Oh, it's 1 hour for that? Okay, then
Yeah.
probably
I don't think you could
duration's
use
1 round. No.
Yeah, I don't think you could use your other spell for that. Also, there's a line here in Magic Font. This spell does not function unless the priest is in good standing with his deity. It's one of the few times that that's been called out. You have had an interesting relationship with Velthara in recent days. Ever
Her and
since
I are
your
in good standing right
return.
now.
Yeah, but you haven't been using her weapon. You've been avoiding casting spells for a little
I said art.
while. Oh, art. Okay,
Art.
gotcha.
I'm using her
Yeah.
spells, but I'm not using her weapon. So Magic Font probably fails. So I'll ask
Yeah.
Imric, can you scry on the wizard?
I imagine he'll be under protection, but I can try. I ask one of the generals or something the name of the wizard. I can't recall his name.
Yeah, one of the assistants will tell you his name is. I believe it's. Where is it hiding? Somewhere over here.
I'll ask Tyrell as well to describe the wizard.
Valerius.
Hilarious, that's right. We might have got a little look at him when we were flying in the first battle when he cast Finger of Death.
There was
But
a
imagine-
dark cloaked figure, but you didn't really ever get a look at him.
All right, well, I'll try and scry him. My chances, I think, 25% or 20%.
You are slightly informed of
Oh,
20%.
there you go.
Oh,
Nailed it.
he's used this crystal ball a lot. He likes it.
That's right. I play with my crystal ball.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, you don't find him.
Yeah, okay, he's protected from scrying.
I'm gonna
That's
cast Aerial Servant on Balerion. I'm gonna say it's a dark cloaked
Belarus,
figure.
right.
Belarus, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Balurian, sorry. I'm gonna cast another Protection from Evil. I took 2 today, and I took 2 Aerial Servants. So I will cast it and tell it to bring me the dark cloaked figure in the mountain.
Damn.
Okay.
And we'll wait that day. See if anything gets brought.
Should I asked Tyrael, with what happened last night, do you think it's worth building this wall, or should I just prepare to fight?
How did the decanters go?
I'm not sure. I didn't speak to the general.
We didn't ask the general yet.
Can we
You
ask him?
go and get General Smith.
Well, I imagine
General Smith
when
shows up.
they would have reported it to us last night, right? Or before we came in here, or
Yeah. What was the question?
yeah, the decanters. That's a lot. That's like what, 30 gallons an hour or something,
Like a minute or
or
something.
30 gallons a minute.
General.
Yeah. Was it enough
General
to like?
Smith, how did it go?
No, they give you the decanter back, saying that the huge plumes of steam became too dangerous for the people to use, and so they set it there with a rope attached to it, dumping in. But I think the decanter needs to be held by a person. Does it need to be held by a person? I don't think
I
it.
think it moves back. I mean, they could maybe put it in a rock.
Yeah.
There are separate command words for the amount as well as the type of water, so you can do it by a command word. Geyser.
Yeah, no. So instead they left it on the rocks, spewing things out of it, the geyser, and then pulled it back with a string after a little while, waited for the steam to clear, went into the room, and found that it was still hot, but it wasn't like proper magma anymore.
Okay, good.
But
Sweet.
that it was, did in the while it was being cooled, it made the entire area and the area beyond it uninhabitable, and so they've decided that it's not worth it because you're essentially making it a no-go zone for humans, and
Yeah.
Scoria could walk right through. So they give
Yeah.
you the decanter back.
I agree. I question.
Well, wait, isn't that still decent for us? If we close off an entire exit or an entire
It's not
entrance?
closing off to Scoria, though, is it?
And it's not to Scoria, but it's all of her minions, so we know minions won't be coming from that area.
Well, fire
Unless they're
creatures.
fire
can still, right?
elementals. Or-
Yeah, true. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
I asked the general. The water, when it comes out of the decanter, is it freezing cold, or is it warmed by the... Maybe these decanters could be used to cool our troops.
I will pour over the decanter and feel the water that comes out.
Sort of room temperature water.
Okay.
I mean, you
whatever.
could cool people down with it, but you'd
A
need to
little
be
bit, yeah.
marching people back and forth underneath it all the time, and it's probably not good to be sopping wet when you're trying to fight. Might work for a little bit. Might lose your
I
grip
don't
on
think it matters.
something.
I think we are getting slightly concerned with the things that don't matter here, like
Yeah.
this lava and the...
Yeah. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, like there's a couple more battles to kill. The wizard and the cleric are still alive, which is a concern to me because it would be great to see them dead before we attack Scoria. But
We're gonna wait this day and rest and see what the elementals do. I doubt they'll work. No,
do you
they
think
won't.
that there is any merit in trying to refill the passageways with men, and for us to hide ourselves using seeming and try and ambush Scoria when she comes to fight them?
Well, presently, invisible soldiers with invisibility cast upon them are in the hallways with horns and whistles, and most of the people have been pulled back to before the junction of.
Is invisibility
the
working?
halls. If there's not an anti-invisibility ward directly in front of them, yeah, it does
Okay.
work. In the grand hallways, it's working, but not where the wards have been placed. Also, the wards do take 24 hours to set and create the field of anti-invisibility, so they can't just be like toted with you wherever you go.
Are we able to find these things easily and destroy them, or they're not hidden from us?
The anti-invisibility wards in the dungeon,
Yeah.
if you look for them, you can probably find them.
Well, I assume like the soldiers are finding them as we scout the rooms.
Well, yes, the spells were cast once everyone was past that first main area, that first entrance in where there was that big fight and there was the passage to the left and the big wide passage just inside the cave. Once beyond that point, there were no more anti-invisibility wards until the junction of the upper passage and the main passage.
Okay.
It appears that the wards are placed in strategic locations rather than strewn all about.
Today, I ask Tyrael and Anton if they'll escort me back to the magma so I can use my prying eye spell and have them split up and scout ahead.
Can we do it tomorrow and see what the aerial servants do?
Okay.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll wait then.
So nothing else to do for the day?
No.
No, we'll let the generals rally the men, give the men, a day.
Mm-hmm. What is Shine doing today? She got to rest last night. What is her job?
I don't think she has one today. Just,
Okay.
guard the skies.
Yeah, guard the skies, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, she will circle well above the volcano, sometimes in the clouds, sometimes dipping, below, but a few miles away, so she doesn't get ambushed by anything up there, and sort of patrol the upper air.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of the day will pass fairly uneventfully. There's no more reports from what's happening inside. No more appearances of Scoria or monsters, but the aerial servants do not return.
Rip. What are the counters to aerial servants? Can you just kill them when they come?
It's probably shows when it comes, yeah. I think silver counters it, but I tried to cast it because they're wearing nothing because we're in a fucking volcano. So I think that's another reason. Yeah, they can probably just kill it if it comes. It's worth a shot, I guess. Just try it once.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, what's our plan? We take Imric up there to...
Yeah, let's do some scouting with the prying eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get, I think, 2 castings of this today.
I have another 5 Endure Heat and Cold that I'm going to use. 13 hours.
So just to clarify, Neil, Stone Skin on all 3 of us and Ultravision on me at the start of the day.
Okay.
We're bringing Brain Gang and Vash, so that's 5 5 Endure Heat and Colds taken.
As I get up here, I'll just cast Mirror Image on myself as we start approaching past the end of the soldiers, just in case.
You said Stone Skin on the 3 of you, and
Yeah,
Ultravision on yourself?
Yeah.
I did take a
That's
nap
it.
today, by the way. You need
Okay.
it.
Thank you.
Let's see
And
what
your
happens.
Stone Skin is D4 plus 8?
7?
Yeah, 7.
7? 7?
Seven.
Okay. And does Brain Gang or Vash have Stone Skin?
No.
They have no additional things.
Nope.
Fuck them. Brain
Okay.
Gang will have a Bracers of Archery on him. Apparently we have 2. So I'm going to put 1 on him. And what bonuses do I get from that, Nick?
Races of Archery. Essentially gives you specialization, which he probably already has.
He probably already has, so it doesn't do anything for him, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
Okay, cool. I don't have him on them.
Rip.
Okay, Neil, I get to basically this point. I've got Mirror Image on myself as well, which I cast just when we leave the end of our controlled area. Yeah?
Yes, you can. It's just the 5 of you.
Just
Yeah.
the 5 of us. Yeah. So sorry.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. We could bring Shine, but
Well, actually, wait. Yeah, we
Goodness.
should always be bringing Shine with us. There's literally no reason not to. Right.
yeah.
This is her purpose in life, is to be with us.
Okay, so Shine's here as well.
Absolutely.
Make sure Tyrael has the scroll on his belt ready to cast if Scoria turns up.
If the wearer of the braziers has proficiency with any type of bow, he gains +2 to attack rolls and +1 bonus to damage.
I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it does.
If such is not already the case. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shine has her own stone skin, and the 6 of you will come on in, with Shine trailing behind the 5.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So we get basically to this point. Yeah.
Yes, and there's 1 soldier remaining, 1 brick left in the pile. It's not actually brick. Brick died.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I cast Prying Eyes. I say same command as I did before, which was head forward and split into equal-sized groups if you come to a crossroads or a split in the path. Return to me when you see any active danger.
Okay.
Wait, do you want to do that staggered thing in case I get magic zoned?
I think if that happens, and none of them return from a certain direction, I've got another casting to do it.
Okay.
Repeat the rules one more time.
Head out down the path. When you come across a crossroads or a split in the path, split into equal-sized groups and carry on. Return to me when you see any active danger.
Yes. But before that, there was those dwarves that came out, and you will get the information on it because it talks about what is just beyond this area, what is down this hallway. That area's actually already been explored a little bit, and we should not skip over the knowledge of the dwarves.
True.
These creatures were captured and enslaved by Scoria. They are part of a clan of dwarves that live on an island just off of the main continent. Zarthan was once upon a time their cleric and leader. Scoria came. Scoria killed. Scoria slaughtered. And in the end, Zarthan made peace with the dragon by promising to serve her in exchange for letting her people, their people, go. I don't remember. In addition, some of these dwarves were taken by Scoria into Scoria's lair to be workmen and to build out the lair as she saw fit, leaving most of Zarthan's people alone and alive, some of them here and enslaved, and Zarthan forever tied to Scoria. The dwarves that have escaped, the few that did, can tell you about what is in the final passages of this dungeon. There's the areas where the dwarves were kept, and a couple of other soldiers and monsters, some ogres, some goblins. Your people have taken care of all of them thus far. And then a long passageway that leads to Scoria's last defense chamber, and beyond that, a path that splits into Scoria's different layers. She has multiple layers for different types of things. One holds the vast sums of her treasure. One is where her, like an armory, where magic weapons and armor are kept on platforms overhanging lava, out of reach of anyone but her. There are... What is her other layer stuff?
A chamber for her wizard, apparently? Maybe?
Yes, her spellcasters each have their own chambers. There is a throne room that is sized for Scoria called the Hall of Mirrors, with a large throne that she can sit in as a human. It's got like horns and wings and a tail coming off of it, and scattered across the walls are mirrors, so pretty much wherever you are, there is a mirror somewhere in the room that would reflect your face towards the throne. There is a room that is just a hot sauna-style lava room with a chamber that comes in and a big open spot for Scoria to sit, but there's lava on 320 degrees of the room. Yeah, those are her chambers. In addition to a spot for her mage and her cleric and her most prized of servants, a room where scrying can be done, and most importantly, what the dwarves are calling Scoria's room, or Scoria's last stand room. It is a massive chamber that they have hastily dug out. All of this is taken... These dwarves were captured about 100 years ago, so this has all been going on for quite some time. The chamber at the end the like last chamber that is defensible and designed for combat specifically is about 180 feet by 180 feet, and dug into the walls, there are these like upper chambers. There's a passageway on one wall and a passageway on another wall that goes behind and around and up and comes out on these ledges that have been reinforced with bars that will come up and around them. So someone could go in and go in through the ground floor and come out maybe 30 or 40 feet up, and then have a jail cell essentially that they would be in. And from this vantage point, they can see the whole of the room. The dwarves note that the bars are close enough that someone could not pass in and out, but spells, for the most part, could easily flow through, making them sort of like defensive casting chambers in this large room. There is some sort of trap that was built in here as well, but the dwarves who worked on that trap were killed after they were making it, and so none of the surviving dwarves know what that trap is.
So I ask, I'm not speaking to the dwarf. This chamber was not built to fight against us, then? It's been in construction for a long time.
You said you are or not asking the dwarves?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm speaking directly to the dwarf or I'm being briefed
Gotcha.
by a general.
The impression is that Scoria has been building her lair as a defensive place against whatever might come. So it probably was not designed with the three of you in mind, although since there have been a few years here, alterations might have been made to specifically deal with you.
The dwarves that made the trap, were any of them friends? Any of the living dwarves friends with the ones that made the trap? Would any of them
They've all been enslaved in the same dungeon for 100 years, so...
Would they have a lock of hair or an object that belonged to one of the ones that were killed?
No. They fled their bedrooms when your soldiers came through. Half of them were killed because everyone thought they were Scoria's dwarves. Some of them managed to escape, but they didn't come out with their stuff.
Is there any way
stuff
into those caster balconies other than directly from the room in question?
No, it's just from the ground floor of that room. Then there are staircases that go off to the caster floors, and they're actually at different levels. They're on different heights.
I'm wondering, Scoria couldn't get to us physically, whilst if we were in those chambers. If our wizards and cleric are up there, potentially we could make a dash for it. Or Tyrell, you could fly and blink beyond the bars to kill the casters in there.
True, as long as there's no other traps waiting for me on the other end.
If you're immune to fire, then I don't really see what Scoria can do to hurt you.
True.
We need to think about this, but you said there's one more defended chamber before that.
That is the
defended chamber. Yeah.
So this is it, we're here.
Do you know any of the dwarves who worked on building the trap?
Of course.
In general. What were they?
Well, the general... You can talk to the dwarves who have survived, and you can question them specifically. They all know each other, but the ones who built the trap in this room were all killed.
Yeah.
So, if you'd like to get the names of some of the workmen...
Here. Something, yes?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
If not their final moments, I think we can figure out something to time pull here to maybe see what the trap is they were building.
I agree. Dwarves, you knew Zarthan well then, before he turned.
Mm-hmm. He saved us. He saved us all from death.
Is there any love left in his heart? Do you think he could be convinced to move over?
Dwarf shakes his head. No, he made a solemn oath to Varasi, goddess of death, that if he should ever betray Scoria, let Varasi turn him into a death knight, or some equally terrible monster, to wreck his last days and final hours upon this land for all time. He's
Understood.
committed to his path.
Well, then we'll be doing him a favor by killing him. Have you ever come across Belarus, the wizard?
I mean, what do you mean come across? We've been enslaved in a dungeon for 100 years.
Can you give us any intel on him?
It's not like the man came and had tea with us. Do you understand the concept of slavery, you pig-headed human?
Well, what is it with you? What is it with you dwarfs? Honestly, we just saved your life. I'm sorry that you've had a bad time. I'm just trying to get all the information I can. I'm sorry that my questions are such an inconvenience to you.
I appreciate your apology. Accepted.
Thank you.
What could we time pool to see the trap / and/or mechanism if we know the names of the dwarves who made it?
Show me the trap constructed in Scoria's last stand by the dwarves.
The trap is an object. Do you want a
That's
time?
the thing. We need a time, yeah. Show me the completion of...
Yeah.
I could say show me the moments before the death of a dwarf to see one time pool. Maybe the trap's kind of there. Show me the completion of X dwarf's masterpiece. Or the trap. That's a time.
Even if we did do this, is there a chance Scoria could have added to it later, so our info might be out of date?
Potentially, yeah.
Could
Should
have
have modified
added
it for us.
maybe, but it would give us at least the base mechanics of said trap, hopefully. And if it's that secretive that she killed all the dwarves, it must
gonna be a bad
something
one.
of interest. I'll ask the dwarves. Can you give me a few of your dwarven brethren's names who were killed in the trapping?
Dryhard. That was the best one of them.
Try hard.
Okay.
Okay, so I will nap myself.
Did you already nap yourself?
No, I have not used it yet.
Okay.
I talked to Nick about it earlier, but it never got used.
Gotcha.
I tried to cast magic font, so that's gonna go away. I'll cast a conjure animals and make a bunch of bunnies appear near
Excellent.
outside, and then I will nap myself. And I will
15 hit dice
cast
worth of
2.
bunnies is a lot.
They run around. I'll cast 2 time pools. The first one will say, show me Dryhard's final movements inside the mountain.
Okay, and what is the percent chance of this working?
It'll be around 75%, I think.
Okay. Roll it, and if it's in the zone of questionability,
Just get like a 40. Okay.
that's fine. That's great. Yeah. So you can see Dryhard the dwarf lined up with a whole bunch of others in a narrow hallway. One of these like tight passageways that acts as like a choke for other dragons to come in to slow them down and reduce their maneuverability and whatnot. And they're all sort of lined up in many ranks, and there before them is Zarthan, who is performing holy rites over them, sprinkling them with oils, anointing their foreheads, and like sort of their face sort of cracking as they go through this process of blessing the people. Knowing what you know now, it's clear that Zarthan knows that these creatures are all about to die, and he's doing his best to hold back tears. But the other dwarves in the area clearly don't know what's going on until after the holy oils have been applied, and Zarthan steps back underneath Scoria's neck, and Scoria lets out a gout of flame, engulfing about 10 dwarves all together in one big blast of fire.
All of them. Dryhard, James Brand, Braun Identity, they all die.
All
Yeah.
of them.
They're all burned.
Okay. The next one will be show me Dryhard when he completed his final work.
Okay. Give me a D100.
Good enough.
That's probably good enough. Right, the base chance is 70, isn't
I
it?
think so. After, I think the base chance is like 50, and then I get modifiers for my level, and I get modifiers for int or
5% for each point of wisdom above 15.
Yeah,
And you have
and
18 wisdom, right?
Yep.
So that's right away, that's 65, and then
There's something else for level.
oh well, 65 is all you need because you rolled a
Yeah.
65, so we're good.
It is.
Excellent. The final bit of completion on Dryhard's trap is affixing a chain from a winch that runs along the floor and then up along the side of a wall and all the way up to where there's a huge collection of rocks and rubble positioned directly above this chamber. What looks like it must be the entrance to a chamber, and Dryhard is looking, feeling the tautness of the cable as the winch is pulled back, and the last click of it pulling into place and pulling out the pins that held the rocks in place. And so now they're loose and held just for the winch to be released. And I think when you get that, you probably also get a vision of the room.
I think so.
So how do I...
Ooh.
Vaguely.
Show us the room, Neil.
I am trying. I just got to make sure that I'm not showing things you're not supposed to see.
Careful.
That's not right. How do I do? We want to do... I think this will work. Can you see this?
Yeah.
It might take
Yeah.
a few moments for the large file sizes to resolve.
Wait, should I be scrolling into everything or?
You should just zoom out.
Yeah.
So this looks like the room that is quote-unquote Scoria's final stand.
Yeah,
That we
and
was distracted.
yes, there's one way in over here and one way in over here.
And where's Zy? Where's like the trap at when he's looking at it?
This winch right here is the one in question.
This
But where are the rocks above?
Yeah, when he looks above, I
The
guess,
rocks
yeah.
are right over here.
So we reckon that they're gonna fall in this corridor, or
So I guess like
Probably
what's
outside of the corridor, like in front of it,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
inside of it.
okay.
trapping us in or trying to kill us.
Certainly the sum of rocks there are enough that it would completely block that passageway. Most likely crushing to death whatever was underneath the rocks when they fell.
Good to know.
Based.
Interesting.
General, give these dwarves a medal. And I'm not talking about the one that you put on their chest.
And get them to safety. Behind the front lines. Unless that is, my dwarven friends, you wish an axe to fight yourselves.
No!
Nope.
We served our purpose. We're ready to go home.
Understandable. Well, we'll make sure that we find accommodations for you in Drakus.
Can we get passage back to our homeland? We
Yes,
still
I'll
have
have it
family
done.
there.
What is
Yes.
the homeland? Are they like from Roxas or something, or is it?
An
No,
island
we're
is
from an
a-
island off
racist.
the coast of
I
Solomon.
don't know. Damn, don't dwarves live
never
Not all
heard of it.
dwarves live in Roxas.
Excuse my brother, he is ignorant.
Is the nicest human I've met in 100 years.
Good one.
True.
We will
Wow.
see to it that you get passage after we kill Scoria.
Cool.
Thank you
They're
for
on
your work.
board.
Don't come asking us for reparations.
They just want to get the fuck out of here. They're done.
I just want to go home.
Yeah. The other thing
Okay.
is that they will tell you, that you will learn from them, is that Scoria has 4 golems. 4 stone golems.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah, and I think that's
not
all
great,
they
but-
know. They wouldn't know anything else about troop deployments or how many of this or how many of that. Golems are the one thing that they would know because they've seen them before. Golems were used to guard them in certain times and places and situations, and also used for a certain amount of labor. And they've counted 4 stone golems.
Okay.
They don't know if they're all still existing, if they're all dead, if they're scattered in different places. They have no idea their placements.
Oh, can you show us the room again?
Oh, such a bitch to move
I'm
all
sorry.
the
I just
tokens.
want to know where the stairways are to the
The one's on the right wall,
balconies.
one's on the bottom wall. They're just on the
one's
wall.
on the right wall and the bottom wall. And where are these balconies? Are they the same walls?
They were on the right
wall
walls and the bottom wall.
on the bottom
Yeah.
wall. Okay, so there's 2 doors, one on the bottom wall that leads up to the balcony on the same wall, and vice
You
versa. on
did
the right
not
wall
have
as well.
You were looking at the trap. Your view of that area was very only cursory. You're not sure if they're doors or if they're passageways without a door on them.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
There are ways to get there, avenues, let's call them, but
You
door
can
is
surround
too
it if you'd like.
specific.
And sorry, just to clarify again,
Mm-hmm.
we could now walk to this set of chambers in the final battle if we wanted to. There's no like other defended chamber that we need to get through before we start getting to her mirror room and her treasury.
The
and
lava chamber with the magma elementals is the last battle chamber before Scoria's lair.
Before the room. So this is the one where we're bringing like a ton of knights in, Vash, and all of that.
Yeah, but we gotta find someone around that trap, and we need to have a plan for dealing with the casters in the balconies.
When you say trap, are you talking about the rocks at the front?
Yeah, the
rock
rocks.
trap,
Yeah.
We can just send some fucking dudes, right?
Yeah, but
Well,
the rocks will fall.
we'll have to dig
And then
through
we're
it.
gonna have to get around the rocks.
There must be an easy way. It's rocks, right? Well, I don't want to trigger Imric. I know that he spent some time.
Shine can dig through. Shine can dig through it probably pretty.
Well,
quickly.
it sounds like her digging shit is like worthless now. If it's a fuck ton of rocks. What?
I'll gather the dwarves up, and I explain the trap to them. These guys are expert fucking dwarves
That's true, yeah.
and rock movers.
True. How would you move these rocks?
How would you handle
disarm the
this?
trap.
How would you disarm the trap if you made it such a trap, or how would you move said rocks? Hopefully we can get past it without triggering it, would be the goal.
Well, it's hard to stop a trap that's based on things falling. Best you can do is have someone not trigger it, yeah? But you can't shore up the rocks to prevent them from falling. The dragon would get you. You can't.
How did we say this was triggered? What do we think it was triggered by?
It's a winch.
A
I think
winch
somebody pulls the
with a
lever.
chain.
That somebody pulls. I imagine that's what it was.
Oh, I mean, undoes. You know, the winch is already taut. You just gotta probably like yank a lever or knock out a peg or who knows what the exact mechanism is.
So that's a trap that gets deployed once. What happens if she deploys it once? Are they just stuck in there forever? Or do they rearm it by slowly moving all the rocks around, or what?
If it gets deployed once, they'll have to move the rocks, yeah.
Probably a one and done sort of thing.
So maybe we can find a way to trigger it. Maybe we could send a few guys and just try and sprint in there and pull a lever.
How many pounds of rocks is it? If you had to guess.
Thousands.
Enough to block off a 20-foot wide by 20-foot tall passageway securely. So probably, 40 by 40 worth of rocks, or maybe 50 by 50 by 50 worth of rocks.
I think we got out of Glaciate, we got 4 of those 100-pound telekinesis rings. Could we have people just zooming the rocks away? But I don't know if that's enough. Only 400 pounds in action might not be enough.
Well, what is the objective? Because if you want to clear the area, you can clear the area. It just takes
No,
time.
not clear the area, but walk in and have them with the rings, pushing the rocks away, basically.
If you wanted to make it passable immediately, that is probably not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Unless
okay,
someone
hang
has
on.
some
So
really clever way to
just to clarify, I think I can move all the rocks. I can reverse gravity them and have them in a 30 by 30 foot cube. Have them just zoom into the air. Problem is though that means I don't have power words done for the battle against the wizard. However, if we can, set the trap off and then clear the rocks separately, maybe that works. And, then
I feel like
retreat.
that's kind of what we have to do. I feel like I don't see an alternative.
Why would we want to go in this room? Why not?
Yeah.
The huge room?
Yeah, why not just loot the rest of the cave?
Yeah.
Wait, was the rest of the
she
cave
wants to lock herself.
beyond this room? Or were there ways around to other rooms?
Good question.
Nope.
No.
The dwarves know that the upper passageway that Scoria takes leads into the hallway right before this room. So all passageways to Scoria's lair
Right to here.
end at right before this room, and then head
Everything's
off.
beyond that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you lock her in here, in theory, she's stuck in here.
There's no way. There's
Sh-
got to be ways for her to lurk around, right?
She can cut through those rocks, no problem.
These
Remember
are
when I was
also
talking about
prisoner
blocking up the chamber with
dwarves.
stone?
She
And
probably
Shine
has
was
another
like,
way in.
remember when I was talking about using fabricate to block off the northern passageway, and Shine was like, she could probably dig through it in 10
Yeah, you can
minutes.
dig through it. Yeah. Let me think. I can animate objects 1 cubic foot per level, so I can do 13 cubic feet. Can that help me move these rocks? Probably not that big, right?
13 cubic feet is not enough. What? It'll be a few rounds of that to move the rocks. How long does animate object
1 round
work?
per level? I can have 2. I'm trying to make sure that there's no, weight limit. Any non-magical material whatsoever.
The problem is that, like, let's say you animated 13 cubic feet of rock.
Yeah.
That rock you might be able to get to, like, walk away somehow on its own, but that would only remove that 13 feet. You wouldn't then enchant another 13 cubic feet.
What about if I use fabricate on the rocks before the trap is sprung to like change their shape in a way that'll like jam up the trap?
You'd have to be inside the lair to do it, but yeah.
Yeah. But that's only a level 5 spell.
Can
Oh,
you
it just takes some time to cast though.
Can you? How's your hand work? Can you just have your hand block off the winch for anyone touching it?
The Bigsby hand thing.
Yeah.
It sounded like
Maybe,
such.
but
It could be like
It
such.
can only be
A,
on one person at a time, so.
and it's so easy to activate. Like we could like throw something at it
Yeah.
or something stupid. I don't know how reliable that would be.
Fabricate could potentially work. Although it takes one full round. It takes 15 rounds to cast, so. It's a long time just for Scoria to just run in and attack us.
No.
15 rounds? I don't know. You could hold her off for that long.
I think so.
Okay.
I think-
I mean, this could be a real possibility. Let's talk about this. Is there any way to just circumvent said trap and just literally dig around it?
Maybe, yeah. That's again, Fabricate could probably do that.
The only problem is like Scoria can like lean out and like take pot shots and shit at us. That's gonna be really difficult to deal with. I think.
Can't
in
Shine just stand in front?
Get fucked up.
Yeah, but then the wizard can take pot shots at Shine.
Yeah, we can't have.
True.
We can't have all of them in that room while we dick around with spells for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I agree.
We can't give them. We need the element of surprise here. We need to be able to go in and start the fight on our terms, and that's the problem with this trap is that it's stopping us doing that.
Or is there
So
no
I think-
way to just? Is there no way to just run in people fast enough and hold the rocks up so we can get like 30 people in that room before the rocks are completely done and then start fighting?
Say that again.
Like if we like theoretically, if we could run in like 40 people and the rocks go off and just like block the room off, that's fine, right? They're locked in there with us at that point, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
If we can get 40 people in, yeah. that'd
Yeah, but
be
the
amazing.
question is there any way to delay those rocks once they start to fall? So that we have enough time to do that.
Again, I could use reverse gravity to stop them for long enough. But
How
that
long
means
does
I
it-
don't have
If
power
you
where it's
reverse
done.
gravity, like let's say you cast reverse gravity there, right? As
Mm-hmm.
we're running through, are we going to be reversed and not be able to get through?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But you could kind of like.
Could you just like
Leap
jump
through it?
through and you'd kind of like go up a
Yeah.
little bit and then land? Would that be a big deal?
I think you'd probably be
okay.
alright, wouldn't you? High level characters probably be fine.
Well, it'd
Whoa.
all be all of our 7th levels plus all of the the wayfarers.
Wait, when you cast reverse gravity, what does it have to be cast on?
An area.
Okay, couldn't you just cast it like 7 feet up? The reverse gravity pierce?
It's
So we just-
think
it's a
it's from
square.
the-
It goes all the way. Like it's a column and indefinitely into the sky.
How does that work? Like, let's say
I
that I
don't know.
cast reverse gravity on the roof of a house. If I'm in the house underneath, does it?
Yeah, you get hit. Yeah, yeah. But if you cast it on a house, the whole house would be ripped apart.
It's not so much on a object; it's like on the ground, essentially.
And you only have one of those spells a day, right, Nick?
Yeah, one. So it's been set of power where the sun, which is the counter to the wizard.
Okay, so it sounds like this is not the best idea, right? The
No, it's
gravity
not.
thing.
No, it's not the best idea, but it is an idea. Another option is disintegrate, which is a 10 by 10 by 10 cube for a level 6 spell slot. So I could do 2 of them, which could just disintegrate the rocks after they fall.
That sounds like it would be
Wait,
good.
That sounds good.
So we
Let me
send in
go
like
through my-
5 or 10 knights, the rocks trigger the trap, and then we disintegrate it, and then we come in afterwards.
I think if we send 5 or 10 knights, they'll just kill them. Not triggering the trap, probably.
I think Scoria would just breath weapon them.
Yeah, like why trigger the trap unless it's really us?
If she breath weapons, is it like a 1d whatever or 2d6 or whatever to restore it next round, regenerate it? Would she really just use her breath weapon like that, or does it regenerate automatically?
I don't know if
Every
Neil's going to
3
roll it.
rounds.
Yeah, it's every 3 rounds, yeah, by the book.
Would she really use her breath weapon like that?
Yeah, maybe
Insta
not.
kill on 10 knights.
And then
I don't
knowing
think
that
she'll-
the McGarrys and everybody else are on the other side, that seems pretty spooky. But maybe she would, I don't know.
She might roll the dice on how long it takes to get over. She probably already assumes that we have
Yeah.
fire resistance anyways.
She probably doesn't use.
If we send in those 10 knights or whatever, one of them will have the scroll on them running to not die and fucking... What's up?
Yeah.
You guys are having this discussion outside, sorting
Yeah.
out these facts and
Yeah.
figures, talking with these dwarves. One of the soldiers who is sort of scouting out the area ahead will come back and say that they have set eyes upon such a lair, and that they were clever enough to get about to this spot right here.
Yep.
And their invisibility was dispelled right away.
Another one. Another one.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to check
However,
if that's an anti-magic zone.
They said they didn't see any gems anywhere. They're familiar with the anti-invisibility gems. They talked about it in their training before they came in, and they think that this area of carved rock, where there's patterning and etchings all along the walls, sounds a lot like what Arc Somber had said to everyone before that they left. That you should watch out for patterns of enchantment, and that this area in here somewhere might be anti-magicked. And additionally. This spot right here, this area that's slightly darkened, is a passageway going up, which checks with what those dwarves had said about this being the way to Scoria's upper path.
Got it.
Okay.
Right, so there's just like a hole that goes straight up there.
Okay, let's talk about that then. Shine's in the anti-magic field. That's a bonus for us. Right?
We
What?
can't go.
Shine?
We cannot go through the anti-magic field.
No, we can't. But Shine, nobody can cast anything on Shine.
Oh.
But let me go back to the page for a second, Neil. That's okay.
Yeah, can we get you to do a doodle of your own? I don't want you to have the exact
Okay.
dimensions and measurements. Yeah, here's a blank page.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. You can doodle to your heart's content.
Also,
Okay.
I can trigger the traps at any moment. I summon real animals through conjure
Yeah, that's
animals.
a good idea,
I
yeah.
can just send them in there to and be like, hey, I want you to attack this thing.
Okay, look, right. You guys are looking what I'm doing, yeah?
Yeah.
So we think then that the north passageway that she comes through is like this, right?
Sure.
Something like that. What if we come through the north passageway and then I just fabricate / disintegrate a passageway like that?
You're talking about the where she flies through, right?
Yeah.
That
And we just cut the anti-magic field and the trap out.
we can't bring everyone then, right?
Why not?
This is the flying path that goes.
We could literally have Shine just ferry people up and down, or we could drop a rope and get people up and down, right? That should be
Yeah, I
trivial.
guess, actually.
Yeah.
And if she wants to come out and fight us in the open, then so be it. But I don't think she will. We'd have to fly past the anti-magic zone. We'd have to go up that waterfall, but we can make our own little pathway through here.
Do we feel like there's any reason why disintegrate wouldn't work here?
And, I mean, none that I can think of.
I mean, this.
None that I can think of. Is there a reason that we shouldn't send the animals through to
Trigger the trap.
winch? Yeah.
No, I think that's probably a good idea as well.
Well, it sounds like, yeah, we can try it, but my guess would just be they just wouldn't trigger it for a bunch of animals running through.
No, the animals
No,
themselves
the
might
animals,
be able to
I
trigger
will
it.
have them attack it, maybe. Let me.
Oh, like see if they can make it to the winch to like
Yeah.
trigger the trap.
Yeah, because the cool thing about that is if the rocks are blocking that passageway, they might not expect us to.
Unfailingly attack the priest's opponents, but resist being used for any other purpose. They do not like it. Become noticeably more difficult to control and may refuse any action, break free, or turn on the caster, depending on the nature of the creature and the details of the situation.
Also, trying to get a like, let's say you roll for bunnies or badgers or even something a little bit larger, like a
But he
mammoth.
can choose if he does
I can
half the
choose an
hit die.
animal if I
That's
do
true.
half the hit die. Yeah.
You might be able to pick an animal that's smart enough to know, to be able to understand that instruction
Choose an
if they
elephant.
might follow it.
Elephants are smart. If you
Is
tell
there a
it,
reason
then
not
they won't
to?
forget.
No
I think
reason
that's a good
not to
idea
try it,
to
yeah.
try and trigger the trap beforehand.
Okay.
What's the duration of conjure creature or conjure animals?
It's 2 rounds per level.
Plenty of time. You could cast it from well far away. Is there any concern that conjured animals walking through an anti-magic's field will vanish?
I don't know.
But didn't you just read out the spell and say they can't do anything other than attack?
It says they become noticeably more difficult to control. Doesn't say that they can. They may refuse any action, break free, or turn on the caster, depending on the nature.
Well, we can try it because they're not going to do anything if they turn on us. I imagine they'll be incinerated before they get close to it, though.
They went through an anti-magic field before on the ramp. It could be. It's absolutely different anti-magic because it was a beholder eye. This is different.
Yeah, this is like a pure anti-magic field, I think.
Yeah, and I don't think that this one works through pure anti-magic. I believe anti-magic field specifically says it. Gets
What's
rid
stopping
of
us
creatures.
getting 20 brave guys, giving them stone skin, and having them just make a rush for it to trigger the trap?
Nothing, right?
Nothing.
They'll die, but
The issue is magic missiles.
Well,
what's-
stone skin would get
But-
removed by.
the anti-magic field, yeah.
Let's
okay,
talk
fair
about
enough.
this. What benefits
Yeah.
do we get from triggering the trap if we're going the upper route?
My benefit, I think, is that, well, we're locking them in there, number one. Number two, they might think if we're not clearing the rocks, then we're not coming. Do you know what I mean? And if we can break through that wall at the last second, we might have the element of surprise on them.
I understand.
Because there's no way we're going through that anti-magic zone. Absolutely no chance in hell we are walking anywhere in through that.
Why
Have
not?
we caught? Have
we'll
we
be
caught any
killed.
monsters, Quavo? Do we have any monsters that have been caught and put into our like dungeons, etc.?
No. Monsters are usually killed. Dungeons are for humans, or peoples.
So we don't have any goblins. We don't have any.
Why would we ever waste
could-
prison space on like
I
goblins?
could make-
well, because I have command monster. So if we can get a monster that's working with Scoria, I should just be able to send one in and have them do it and fully do my command.
No one's tried to take any prisoners so far. It's been
Well,
kill
we-
all of Scoria's people all the time.
I'm sure we could find a monster in the forest. I could also cast seeming on some people to make them look like orcs. If that helps, although the anti-magic zone would ruin it, but it might get them a little bit closer.
Ooh, I think the anti-magic zone would cancel out command monster. Okay.
Yeah. Well, ironically, sending 20 guys in on a suicide
think
mission
so.
to pull a lever is a good idea.
And then what's the plan after that? So they pull the lever, they activate the rocks, then what?
Well, then we dig through the... Either try and make the tunnel that I'm talking about, or we dig through the rocks on our own pace. Although it might be difficult if there's an anti-magic zone, actually. But I wonder if the rocks falling there would destroy the anti-magic zone if it's based on the carvings. Might
I
chip
think
away
that's a
and
good plan.
destroy it.
At the bare minimum, it'll create a barrier between us and them, and we will be able to chip away at this anti-magic zone on the ground. Shine can absolutely destroy that, yeah?
Yeah, assuming
So
we
we
find
send in
what
a
it's originating
suicide
from, right?
squad. Yeah, it's originating, I think, from the carvings.
That makes sense, yeah.
So send in the suicide squad to pull the lever, and we can destroy the anti-magic field. Then we don't need this, or we can, in injunction, use this.
How
Yeah.
does Stone Skin work again? How many people can we cast it on at once?
It won't matter.
Why?
The anti-magic field will ruin it.
Oh, yeah, true. Wait, how many people do we think are in this room? We got the balcony for the wizard and the cleric. We've got Scoria.
I remember when I looked at it, I believe that I saw like 4 or 5.
She's not gonna have like 50 like archer dudes like ready to go or anything like that.
I mean, she probably will have, right? And there's these
And-
4 golems as well.
And there was like one exit over here, I think. It was like a huge room with like 4 or 5 daises with bars that you can't get through. It's like a wizard's paradise.
Yeah.
And then an exit on the other side.
I'm just thinking like, do we really expect our people to be able to pull the lever? Or are we just sending literally
No.
20 people running in to die?
We probably are sending them in. Well, they're definitely going to die. They might not succeed. They might succeed. I mean, 20 people is a lot of people to kill in one round.
Depends on their HP. If it's like 8 HP people, we could kill 20 people in one round easily.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah, easily, yeah.
You can haste them.
Can you,
Oh,
can you
it
also
wouldn't work, never mind.
motivate 20 people to throw themselves in a
Yes.
suicide charge?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Probably.
At this
Yeah.
point. Yeah, they'll listen to whatever we say, Koibu.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I... No, the anti-magic
Wait,
field.
I have like divination and stuff, so I could just divine if it. Well, I'm not in good standing, JK. Animate objects, stone tell. Let me think. It's a winch, right? Super ready to go. Do I think like an arrow could hit it?
You've never... Oh, you have briefly seen the winch.
Yeah.
Make me an int check.
Okay. No.
Ah, you know, you didn't get a good enough look to really be able to discern the mechanics of how it might operate.
All right. Anti-magic field. That means we can move in incredibly big things like we've done before with the Beholder Eye. Does that give us any benefit?
What do you mean incredibly big things?
Like, we
Like
can
ballistas
do
and shit?
something and then, like, enlarge it and it'll be big there. Like, it's kind of a surprise.
I mean, maybe, yeah, we could maybe... Oh, there's conservation of momentum fucks that up right there.
What do you mean?
Isn't that what Neil said last time? Like, if a rock goes from being traveling at like 20 miles an hour at a normal size and then turns into a giant rocket, it'll...
Oh, no, I was just saying, like, we could get, like, ballistas in or something like that. I was thinking, I don't know. Can a shield wall get through this? You have people in the front, and you just have one person in the back, and their whole fucking goal of life is to move with the shield wall to get to this winch and pull it.
Big shield wall is just gonna that'll get fire breath by Scoria and insta
That'll
kill.
probably
Yeah.
get fire breath, yeah.
That'd be a worthwhile target, I think.
I don't know how safe it is for us to get up here and get a look at this anti-magic zone, but I wonder how easily it would be to fuck it up by destroying the carvings.
How many, like, servants do we have, Koibu?
Like 20,000?
That are
It's a lot of bodies.
Well, what do you mean by servant?
How many, like, 0th level fighters do we have here?
What?
Yeah, the 15,000. That's the size of the army that you brought with you. I think it's 20,000 total, 15,000 infantry, and 5,000.
This is a numbers game.
1,000 knights.
How many
1,000
numbers are
support
we
staff.
talking here? Uh-oh.
Okay, well, let's have a conversation about this. If we send in wave after wave, now this makes us bad. We're bad people. Let's say we send in 1,000 people in, like, waves, right? In total, okay?
That's
Yeah.
true.
That
Killing
would ruin
1,000
all
people.
of the magic missiles. That would ruin all of their spells probably, and bare minimum Scoria breath weapon because we know it charges every 3 minutes. So even if we send in 20 people and then another 20 people, 1 minute after each other, we know that Scoria won't be able to breath weapon 40 people.
If we
It'll
do
take-
that, I think it's guaranteed that we can trigger the trap if we are willing to risk enough lives.
Yeah.
Not risk. If we're willing to lose enough people, then we can
But this
definitely
should be
trigger
in
the trap.
conjunction, I think, with us doing the top path. Does that make sense? Because they're going to be using a ton of resources to kill all these motherfuckers.
What, so when the rock falls, I cast the last disintegrate and we burst through.
Well, we want the attacks to be happening simultaneously, right? Like if they
Yeah,
trigger the
so I'm
rocks.
saying,
they-
so we dig through to within 10 feet of this.
Yeah.
Like,
And when
so
we hear the
it's-
rocks fall, that's
Yeah.
our moment. And
I cast
all of our
disintegrate.
troops start coming through fucking here. With multiple different people having groups. So I'll have a group of people with me being the center of a fire protection scroll. Tyr will have one with him being a center of fire protection scroll. And that's like our moments, you know? Or maybe not Tyr, maybe Vash, because I think Tyr needs to go and gank.
Okay, what happens? The caster just casts Cloud Kill down on the bottom there.
we got another 20 people going in.
The caster casts Cloud Kill at the bottom.
Yeah, like on one of your big groups of individuals,
It
like very
won't
quickly.
work because we will have dispel magics above our heads.
You mean
Against.
Ion Stones?
Yeah, right?
We've
that
only got
soak it
two.
up?
We've only got 2 Ion Stones. Yeah, yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah. Okay, other issue I've got. If that's the plan, we hear the rocks fall, I cast a disintegrate and we go.
Mm-hmm.
We can't pre-buff
We can
effectively.
pre-buff.
Well, we
Ish.
can't. We don't know when the rock's gonna fall, so we can't.
But
get,
we know
like,
when our
haste
people
and-
are going to fall. There's
What's the
no way
advantage of going in the second the rocks fall?
Scoria might have used their breath weapon.
Scoria might have used her breath weapon. They've already... It doesn't have to be the second the rocks fall, to be honest.
Well, does it have to be the minute? If we're
No.
talking about like breath weapon recharge, because if we don't care about breath weapon recharge, yeah, we don't.
If we
then
don't
we
care
can
about
just
breath weapon recharge...
wait
then
for
we
the
have
rocks to
time.
fall, then cast our buffs, right?
Yeah. Once we hear the rocks fall, we start casting our buffs, because then they'll think that we have to deal with the rocks.
Yeah. They might know that we're trying to dig through this passageway, to be honest.
How? Can they really have knowledge of fucking everything?
Well, they might hear us digging around in there.
How long would it take you to get through those rocks?
Depends how many there are, but to just dig them out, it's harder to dig them out from from our side, especially for me, since it's a narrow passageway. I would be tight pressed to. I might dig through them, but I have to create room. From Scoria's side, a few minutes at most. From our side,
What I'm thinking is you can't get through with us in the top path because Imric isn't going to be able to fabricate or, immolate enough area. So
No.
we're going to need you to come through the bottom area when we're coming through the top area.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Makes
true.
sense?
the rock removal is a death trap for the person who does it. The moment you remove a rock that breaks line of sight through the other side, spells, breath weapons, attacks of any kind could come through and hit you.
Yeah, but you'll be in an anti-magic field.
Maybe?
Wait,
What about
isn't the
this?
anti-magic
If we
field-
maintain the anti-magic field, then perhaps.
What if we maintain it?
If we think Scoria is in that area and we trigger the trap and then just leave, she'll have to break out, right? And there's no way she can reset that trap quickly. So it's done then, right? If we can just trigger it, it's done and we don't have to worry about it anymore. She'll have to dig out.
Why?
Well, what's she gonna do? Just sit in there forever?
What if she sits in there for 50 years?
Well, then we've got
Well,
some more time to think.
we want to fight in this room.
Do
I think
we?
so.
Just as
I
much
think
as
so.
I think they want to fight in this room.
They want to fight in this room. I don't think. I mean, if we could fight anywhere else other than here, it'd probably be better.
You really think so? Wide
I
open
think this
space.
is good because Tyrael can blink into every position that the mages think that they have the advantage.
Yeah, I agree. That's good. Yeah, they can't escape then. That's good.
Now, Shine, why do you think the anti-magic field would be broken when the rocks drop?
She shakes her head. It wouldn't be.
Okay, so let's say you're in the anti-magic field. You have free reign over clearing the rocks. They physically can't hurt you in an anti-magic field.
Do the rocks fall in the field or on the outside?
Yeah,
of the
I thought, guys, I thought the rocks felt like.
We think the outside. Yeah.
No,
like
yeah.
here, right?
Do you see where I'm
In
pinging?
which case,
Yeah,
as
the
I
anti-magic
dig
field
through-
is way back here, right? There's no way
Yeah.
she's gonna be able to dig with the protection of the anti-magic field.
All the anti-magic field is all of this.
If that's the case, then as I dig through to the outside, in this pile of area, I will still be susceptible to attacks.
Yeah. Can I try and scry on the room? Just check that it's scry protected.
Can you cast blink from the robe, Shine?
Yeah, she
Is
should
that
be
a
able
spell
to.
that's on the robe?
Yes.
Yeah, if she was in human form, she could cast it from the robe.
How long does it take you to transform?
Around?
Let's talk about
So
that.
so
she
she could
destroys the
blink.
anti-magic field on the inside, and she can just blink over.
Well, are we? If the rocks
Well,
fall and
blink,
blow-
blink is a dangerous spell, Anton. If there's rocks where I intend to blink into, I'm dead.
Well, if you can see the spot, right?
Sure, if it's cleared enough, I could blink through. But to get it to the point where it's cleared that I could see through, I have innate magic resistance. It'd probably be fine.
if Shine's got blink, or even if she hasn't, she can come with us. If it only takes her a round to transform, then she can just come with us in human form, transform round one.
Yeah,
the end of
that's
the world.
actually fun.
Yeah.
What is dropping the rocks get? What does it actually achieve us though? It traps them in there with us. They're gonna be trapped in anyways, no?
Well, it just means, if we agree that we can't go through that passageway, then it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, let's
Right.
say we can't go through that passageway. Why not just go through the top passageway?
Yeah. I somewhat agree. We could bring silent stones with us so that we reduce the chance of them knowing we're coming this way.
We can just silent stone all of your disintegrating.
We could also make multiple passageways.
I think it
and
actually
just
might be
dig,
worth
dig
it.
them all out to within 10 feet. That way they don't know which exact spot we're going to come through.
But I also think it could be worth it to start sending in men as like a distraction, so they don't know that we're working on this.
Yeah,
But
I agree. Like a frontal assault.
Are they not going to be scrying on us and seeing everything? Do we not assume that they'll just know it?
Yeah, they might.
I think even so, sending in like the 20 minute at a time, like a flank over or
Yeah.
what do you call the things?
Like a
A
spear?
spear, yeah. Sending a spear in like every like 2 minutes is probably good in terms of like wearing them down and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And what do we tell these men that we send in?
This is
They're
the
just
final
going to
assault.
die?
that
These
they're-
20 people with spears and no armor are going to fight Scoria on their own?
But we're not in our armor. We're all going in little by little.
They're coming with us.
You're gonna have to rally the troops. We have 15,000 men who could. do
Yeah,
this.
we've got so
Surely
many
we
people
can
here.
get-
What the fuck do they
surely,
come for?
Surely we can get 1,000 of them to die for their country and advance the rank of their family. We can dangle that in front of them.
Asking men to die in battle toe-to-toe with others is one thing. Asking people to throw themselves suicidally with no hope of accomplishing a goal is a whole nother.
I agree.
We're gonna have a lot of.
There is a goal here. The goal is literally killing Scoria. If this is part of
We're
the battle to kill Scoria, then
Yeah, but they're never gonna kill Scoria.
We're gonna have a lot of land opening up in Mystria. We're gonna need a lot of people there to man it. Maybe these people would get land. Their families, not them, but
listen. The United States fucking was able to do D-Day. Okay.
But you had a
Saving
living
Private
chance
Ryan,
there.
All right. Yeah, not a lot of those
Yeah.
people.
You had a good chance. You had cover, you had places to go, you had objectives, you had tools to fight with. I'm not saying you can't motivate people into suicidal attacks. It happens. But you got to find motivated people, and it's a difficult thing to ask of someone.
What if we make our own little chambers, right? So say we do make multiple passageways, we dig them all within 10 feet so they don't know which one we're going to come out with. I mean, could we not drill like a 3-inch hole through one of them?
I'd say we
right
should
near
be
the
a little
ends,
careful
and
because
have
I don't think
wizards be able to cast spells throughout this.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to just sit here for like 3 days like digging all this stuff, right?
yeah.
Like I feel like we're gonna
I
get
don't know.
punished hard. Scoria's gonna pop out of some bullshit
I
passage.
think
and-
Scoria, she's already starting to pop out in the night and
Yeah.
dismantle her waves. But the
What if that
question
trap's
is,
wrong?
I think we need to do one hole, and we need to have this as like our, I don't know, our Trojan horse, where they think we're
Yeah.
coming through, but we're really going through here.
All that work just to get, a bonus on initiative?
Well,
No.
and to avoid
no,
the
it's
anti-magic zone, right?
Maybe, okay,
Yeah.
so let's not send 20 people in to go and pull a lever. Let's include one person in each group that's their job. The other 20 people are going in to try and kill one of these people.
Yeah.
So 19 people think the mission is, we're going in there to kill a wizard. That's our goal. We're going in there to storm this and get in there. One person is going to know about the wench, and they're going to need to pull it.
Trust me,
this
more than one knows
person-
about the wench.
Okay, here. How about how big
Yeah.
is the hallway? How wide is the hallway?
20 feet? It's up to question.
20 feet wide.
20 feet. 20 feet wide, 20 feet tall.
Okay, is 20 feet wide? Is that enough to have 4 men standing shoulder to shoulder, or 5?
Yeah. We could have 5 maybe.
It's 4 in good fighting order. It's 5 if they're in tight order and have penalties to hit.
Okay, so tell me why we don't do this. Okay, we're gonna dig up here, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, that's our goal, yeah.
Let's say we are, yeah.
Okay, so let's say that we have 8 spears of men here. Okay, knight leading men. Okay, you've got 4 in a line, and then behind those 4 more in a line. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Each one assigned to a different corner of the room. Okay, so 2 will be going northeast, 2 will be going northwest, 2 will be going southeast, 2 will be going southwest. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then we duplicate the formation up here. Okay? So once we've dug within 10 feet, right, we can
Yeah.
start to send in these people. So we've got 8 spears, okay? As they go in, like you said, 2 people in each spear could be assigned to triggering the wench if they want to. The enemy could trigger it if... Wench, whatever the fuck it
Winch.
is, okay? We're fucking these guys up anyway, okay? Trigger the
Sorry,
winch, or they don't, whatever. If they do, manage to trigger it, then all of our 8 spears run in here. We'll come in. There'll be like a big fight. If they don't, then our people can come up here. We'll either create a ladder or something so that they can crawl up. They can start coming in here, and we'll take the 8 more spears that way. That way, we've got 16 spears of men that we're working on fighting. 4 will be assigned to each corner, plus the 4 of us will be in the room. You, me,
We're
Shannon,
gonna
and
be
Anton.
seaminged as well.
I don't know if that's
How
gonna
do
matter.
people
I'm just gonna
get
Doesn't
down?
matter.
get down. Why do we have to go down
Yeah.
here?
Well, because this is coming out of above the ground, right? This isn't on the side. This is a passageway that drops down from above. So, at best, you'll be 20 or so feet, 25 feet above ground. So if you're sending people through here,
Not necessarily.
what, they just jump to their deaths?
I don't
how-
need to. I don't need to dig this tunnel in a straight line. I could do it ramping down. Right.
What I'm saying is that this passage that goes horizontally like this is actually a vertical passage, not a horizontal passage. So
Oh, it's
Sure,
a
in
vertical
theory-
passage.
it goes up. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you'd be coming in from above the hole.
How far above?
Well, it depends on how far you want to dig in, but you'd need some rock underneath you to stand. If this is 20 by 20, you'd be at least 25 feet off the ground.
Right, I'm a
And
little
then
bit
if
confused
you're
now.
afraid that the cave-in is going to be too tall, you might have to dig it 30 feet or 40 feet up. I don't know how tall you want it to be.
So the entrance, this entrance that we're saying we're going to dig the tunnel from, is directly in a straight line above the anti-magic zone.
Yeah, it's if we look at it from the side, you walk in this way, and then there's the passage that goes up, right? And then this is the hallway, and then this
So
is
there's a hole in the roof in the first square
Yeah,
of
and
the
then
anti-magic
there's, like,
zone.
Yeah, we
20
go
feet
up
here,
and
and
then
then
we go
this is
horizontal. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where you're walking.
But once we go
It's
like
20 feet
once we're
tall.
here,
Oh,
Quibb,
so
can't we
I've-
dig diagonally down towards the main chamber?
You could, but you would end up 20 feet above the ground. And if the
Saying
rocks
there's gonna be a drop.
And if the rocks are covering more than 20 feet, you might need to dig higher. You don't know exactly how high they're going to be. There is a height component here.
Yeah.
How much damage do you take from a 20-foot fall?
2d6.
36.
How much HP do our fighters have?
78.
1d8 for these little bitches here, but
Uh-huh.
the other ones will have a d10 for each level. So 3rd level will have 3d10, 7th level will have 7d10.
Yeah, fuck it, they're fine.
Cool.
We could, right? Now maybe someone will die. It's a jump, but
What happens with the issue of people are gonna be jumping on top of each other, like jumping down? We can only get so many people out of the hole at once. Yeah.
wait,
How
Yeah,
wait.
many-
it'll be a slower process than people
How many-
walking straight forward.
How many level 7 knights do we have left?
90.
Why don't we
Wait,
just
yeah,
kill
fuck.
the
Our
several
spear,
level 7 knights?
the spear should literally be comprised of like, it should be like level 7 knights leading them, and then behind them you've got like level 5 knights and shit. These guys will have way more HP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that I know the layout of the tunnel a bit better, it does make it a little bit more awkward. Because how the fuck are we going to get a bunch of people to come like down a vertical tunnel
Okay,
and
let's
then
talk about this
into our
then.
and then into our side passage that we've dug? Because essentially, if we're looking at this little bit that Neil drew up here, we're talking about digging a tunnel like, I'll just do it in blue, like this, right?
Wait, where are you drawing?
Top right.
Oh, okay.
If this is the side on view.
Okay.
Yeah, like, we're talking about digging a tunnel like this, right? And then Neil's saying that this is 20 feet.
Yeah.
So, this means that people have to come down a vertical drop. So I could do this. I could fly down to this bit, then fabricate the first 10 feet out, or disintegrate it. But it is quite awkward for men to come down this. We'd need a ladder, or at least a rope, or something.
Can you
Why can't
fabricate?
we
quick?
why can't we just make our own tunnel then? Like go this way. Just make a whole fucking tunnel.
Yeah, we could just make a whole new tunnel. Yeah, why not?
With
That'd be better,
sufficient
wouldn't it?
time, these things can be done.
Wouldn't even need that much time,
Another
really.
thing that we could do is what's it called? Anti-gravity? If you can cast anti-gravity here,
Reverse
I know
gravity.
We're getting, reverse gravity. I know we're getting rid of the
Yeah.
other thing.
Uh-huh.
We could just be pouring fucking men in. Tyrell's gonna have the dispel magic thing above his fucking head anyways. So
Well, that's what I'm
we're-
saying. That's if we can trigger the trap, then Scoria will be probably forced to clear it, and then we'll be in that same situation. Casting the
Why
reverse
would
gravity
Scoria be
there means
forced to
that
clear
every Well, I just don't think she's just going to sit in this room for 50 years, like Sean
I think
said.
we're onto a good idea here. I think we send in the men to do the trap. We have Shine behind the rocks, kill all of the fucking anti-magic zone. That'll give you the chance to cast reverse gravity on all these rocks, and that'll be our moment that we like rush in and get them by surprise.
Are we sure we can destroy the anti-magic zone? I'm not convinced that Shine can do that. Like,
It's
Shine's
just-
here.
It's a matter of time and
I'll ask
digging.
Shine,
We know
yeah.
that she can do it. She just has to find whatever is causing it.
It's somewhere on these carved rocks,
Mhm.
very specifically carved rocks.
Shine will pitch in with anti-magic there. The only things that could hit me would be bows, which will do nothing to me, or Scoria. If she is here and I am here, she could reach her neck around, and we
But
might
you'll have
to...
the rocks blocking you.
Not necessarily. Not if the trap's not gone yet.
Right,
Yeah,
if you
but
can
that's
block
the
the rocks
goal.
first.
We can
then
block the
yes.
rocks by sending in people at a
Okay.
time to kill it.
So we trigger the trap.
Trigger the trap. Shine can
And-
then have time to break the anti-magic field.
Yeah. Then we can clear the rocks, and then we're Gucci anyway. We don't
Then
need
you
separate
reverse
tunnel.
gravity, and we can like just storm it like fucking D-Day with all of our highest troops. We can have different fire protections on us. Tyr will have the shit above his head, so we won't get fingered of death,
Yeah.
and we can just storm it.
Well, you could slug out Finger of Death. I could slug out Finger of Death.
That's
So
correct.
only Tyrion, the Iron Stone will only.
I
protect
think
one
that
of
I
us.
think we should be seeming for that.
I'm gonna just
might-
assume it seems like she's got fucking vision of every single possible thing that happens down here. I would assume that seeming isn't gonna work.
Scoria will be able to tell who it is, but the wizard might not.
He's not gonna have fucking some true sight amulet or ring
He
or
could,
spell.
but True Sight is very limited usually. Even my True Sight spell is only like 60 feet. So if we're out here,
Okay.
he shouldn't be able to get us. But there is a chance that we're gonna have to make a save. Hopefully you will be able to spot the wizard, and you're gonna be your entire goal is probably gonna be go solo and jump in here and kill each one of these people.
Yeah.
Can
starting with
seeming
the wizard.
hide spell effects? Like, can you hide that you have stone skin if you cast seeming on you?
maybe Stone Skin, but I don't think like Mirror Image or
Oh.
other things like that.
We could all run in like
It changes the color of your skin, so I don't see why not. It can hide Stone Skin though.
we could all run in
'cause
with
if
like.
you
No, go ahead.
because what your skin is not changed naturally. It's not like you've been painted over. It's a magical effect. So is that magical
Yeah,
effect
but it's
persistent through the seeming spell?
I mean, personally, I feel like you would be able to get past Stone Skin with Seeming, but
Okay. But other
maybe-
magical effects, like if you're
Well,
flying, if you're dual
yeah.
wielding swords, right? You can't make
Yeah.
your sword appear as a shield, can you?
no, I don't think so. And like, if you had Shield cast on you, for example, I don't think you could make that disappear because that's like external to your presentation as an individual. But I do feel like Stone Skin, maybe you could get
Okay.
past with Seeming. I feel like that's also a decent use case for the spell. Like, you might worry Seeming is too powerful. I thought it was a strong spell, but in all this time, I don't think I've cast it more than once, and even then it wasn't very useful. So
We could do actual physical disguises, no?
it's pretty hard with all our magic gear.
Yeah, I think our issue is the magic gear.
Okay.
What's stopping Shine like fire breath weaponing this first cage up here? Just like blasting it from the anti-magic zone.
Nothing, but we need to be able to get our people in probably before Shine.
Well, no, but I'm saying like, could she not literally walk there right now and smash that so no one can use it?
Does someone want to go take a look? See if it's feasible?
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
If somebody got all the way to the edge of it and saw the anti-magic field, then why not? Yeah.
Well,
Not one of us. Like, send an individual.
Sure, we'll send a level 3 to go and do it.
All right.
Go
And
up their
a person is slapped with an invisibility spell and sent down that hallway carrying a silence 15-foot radius stone. But what's the duration on that?
2 rounds.
Long enough. And
Oh,
with
no, it's
telekinesis.
not long enough to get all the way over there because the clerics are outside. Let's just give them a quick move silently check. This is why you bring rogues with you. All right, the third one you send in comes back alive and reports to you that where is it hiding here? This is not where the cage is. There are 3 on the bottom wall, 2, 3, and 3 on the east
The right
wall,
wall.
1,
Yeah,
2,
okay.
3,
Got it.
and then This passageway here that you're talking about is actually at the base, so it's more like this. And then your cope cages are here.
Cope cages.
Cope cages.
What's that
Yeah.
mean?
It's a hot new term.
Oh.
Latest in military technology.
Okay, so Shine can't blast them. I'm wondering if... Like, in some way, these cages are a bit of a weakness on their part.
Why? Because the people are stuck in
'Cause
there? Or
Yeah, they're, like, isolated, yeah.
And magic missile should just hit them automatically, right? And we have wands of magic missile.
wait, how do they get in and out of the cages?
There's a doorway or something. I think Neil said there was a doorway, yeah,
Like-
on the bottom.
Into the mountain or going in and out of the cages like out like they in the room?
Like, it just goes into a stairwell that leads up to higher
Yeah,
up in the room where the
Okay,
cages are.
Gotcha.
And these are on a level, right? You said some are like 20 foot, some are 30 foot, some are 40 foot.
Yeah.
So some are higher than others. Well, we're obviously not going to do this now. I feel like we can,
This is probably
What
enough
we're planning.
planning. When we come back next week, hopefully,
yeah, we'll be
we
fighting.
will see the final battle.
That's it. Oh my god. So what?
We should
Two episodes
schedule like
left,
a
three?
30-minute thing off stream where
Yes.
the three of us talk just to figure out 100% how we want this to go down so we got it all.
We say that a lot, but let's actually do it this time.
Yeah, let's actually do it this time.
True.
Yeah.
And let's try and do it the day before the fight, because I'll do some planning
When
on
do you
this.
guys want to finish this up? Next week, or do
Thursday?
you want to do it tomorrow? Or
No, not tomorrow.
okay,
I can't tomorrow, but
so,
same time next week, earlier in the
Yeah,
week.
so-
I'm free.
Could do Wednesday, Thursday next week. That way we could do the prologue, the aftermath on Thursday.
let's do Wednesday, Thursday, and then we can do the aftermath on Thursday. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Works for me.
All
yeah.
right.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Well, we're here. I'm glad that we've got some knowledge of the final battle so we can plan for it.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, let me see if we have any questions in the
It's too early for heartfelt messages. Let's wait till next time.
Can we meet 1 hour early on Wednesday to start the discussion of what we're gonna do, or do you guys want to do that another day?
Yeah, an hour early on Wednesday.
Regular
That's good.
D&D time on Wednesday.
Yeah,
But we
sounds
meet
good.
an hour early to figure this out on or off stream.
Yeah, sure.
Without Neil.
Without Neil. Without
When
him.
he-
And we're gonna throw a whole bunch of wacky shit at him. Okay, he
Yeah.
won't be ready for it. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, I got a few questions. Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let me change my screen here. Why did Scoria decide to settle down in Mystria to begin with?
Ah, that's a great question. Mystria is, well, Arcadia is the first land that was created in the world. It holds special significance. The pyramid at Heatstroke is the place where the gods first set foot on the world. So there's a lot of like symbology and importance around this place. Arcadia as a whole is sort of like, the crown jewel of the world of Arcadia. Mystria just happened to be a very good spot. There's a nice mountain there, had the right sort of terrain. There was a gold dragon over in Eridon, so that was like kind of close, but not too close.
Wait,
there
real
was that
quick.
long Draken Ridge.
When you mentioned that mountain, was it called Dragon's Peak before Scoria lived there, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It was called that because
Because
she moved in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was this nice long mountain range over here that she could have taken if you were on the map that I hope I dragged you to. Yeah.
Wait.
This rim.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. There were some other dragons there. Scoria could have killed them if she wanted to. But they're also sort of like, it's kind of far from civilized people. And Scoria wanted bitches. So Mystria just presented a really nice lair opportunity, a mountain that had volcanic chambers nearby, some good peaks in there. There was already like a single caldera that she could use, and then lots of people that she could mess with. There's some elves
ask,
next door, so she can fuck with them. Puts her in the
Can I
middle
ask
of
a
everything.
marginally related question?
Yeah.
Was she an age class 12 badass when she arrived?
I don't know. It was never important to the storyline to solve that question, so I've left it unmarked in case I ever need to go back and do a more deep dive on Scoria's history. I don't know.
All right, next question.
Does Shine enjoy killing evil creatures or dragons stronger than her? She seems to really take pride in herself upon killing chromatic dragons when the brothers don't seem gaff.
Generally speaking, Shine does not enjoy killing other creatures or dragons. Now, if she's eating a deer or whatever it is that she eats, she probably enjoys the food, and maybe the act of hunting is fun for her. But I think, deep down inside, anybody who gets into a fight and wins the fight, even if they didn't want to fight to begin with, probably feels pretty good about winning the battle at the end of the day. So it's not like I'm gonna go fuck up these dragons, I'm so cool. It's like, oh, this would be a terrible thing. Oh my god, I had to fight that dragon. And then later at home, she's like, fucking took that dragon, didn't I?
That was badass.
Yeah, it's probably something like that.
Okay. For everyone, what is your favorite NPC and or NPC interaction in Tombs of Scoria?
Probably Clairdas. He helped us a lot in the early game, and I think he was a nice, friendly NPC to be around.
It's hard to say a favorite after literally 2.5 years of playing this, but one that immediately came to mind was it was kind of like everyone involved in the vampire storyline. So all the halflings that were like slaves there, the knight that pretended to be captured but then turned out to be a vampire. When we were still like flirting with Cassandra, do you remember when we were like, I was trying to spy her and you guys were waiting to ambush her and I fucked up and she like came into the room and like almost killed you? I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was my fault.
Probably.
I changed my
So, yeah,
favorite.
all of that. Go on.
Uh-oh.
It was the old frog.
Oh, that guy was cool, yeah.
That guy was fucking awesome.
Who else has been a good NPC? What's your answer, Steven?
I feel like it's been, even though I didn't get to interact with her directly much, navigating around Arc Somber's like lawful good, I think was interesting to like bargain for spells and stuff.
Oxomba was a good NPC. The Queen has been a good NPC, actually.
Queen's been good.
And I think Shine's been good. I think it's been really exciting to have a gold dragon as a servant, which, you know, after playing with Neil for so many years, seems like an unfeasible thing to be given. Like, oh, here's just... Because, like, there was a gold dragon in Eridon that Neil just referred to that we tried to get to help us multiple times, and it was so aloof and refused to even interact with us at all that the fact now that we're basically controlling one as a party member shows how far we've come.
The dragon sucked.
That dragon did suck.
Does Scoria respect anyone at all in the world other than... Wait. Koibu, who was your favorite NPC? Or NPC interaction?
Ooh. There was that woman in the inn with the dog that Nick kicked who
Saved.
had some... Yeah. Who had some ties to Malchus and was like sort of maybe gonna work with you, but then didn't end up in the end. I think I enjoyed.
She had some wacky shit going on. Wasn't she like chaotic evil or lawful evil or something? When we like, didn't we investigate her something later on? And there was some.
Yeah,
It was definitely chaotic.
She had strong ties to Malchus, God of Chaos. Yes.
Gotcha. Does Scoria respect anyone at all in the world other than herself? After Neil promised to answer my older question later on, how did King Gilder convince Scoria to join the war?
Respect is a tough word. There are multiple avenues that you can take with respect, right? There is like, I respect you as a fellow person, or I respect your authority, or I respect your opinion. And these are all sort of different things. So if Scoria were to see another age class 12 dragon somewhere, there would probably be a mutual respect of I acknowledge the amount of power that you have, and I'm not going to necessarily fuck with you because you are dangerous to me, and like I respect your power. But that doesn't necessarily mean she respects them as an individual or as a person. I don't know if the concept of respecting people really comes into play with a creature as self-centered as Scoria. She sort of does her own thing, right? And so she doesn't really have like respect doesn't come into play. She's top dog. She's the top of the food chain. Everything else is below her. So I don't
Okay.
think it.
What does she think about us? And has she at any point ever been scared?
Why don't we leave that question for after the game is
Okay.
done?
She's
so
scared
you
of
asked
She's scared
one
right now.
about what was the deal between her and King Gilder?
Yeah,
that
how
we
to-
should also.
Okay.
leave till after.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know if we'll get it after.
I mean, you can just tell us after, right?
You can just tell us.
I could. But I feel like that was an exploitable avenue earlier in the game that could have been used or explored
yeah.
to see if there was like a deal that could have been struck. And since that avenue wasn't ever explored, I kind of want to leave it as a mystery, as one of the, like, if you don't figure it out in game, we don't get to figure it out ever points. I'm kind of a stickler for those. Let me think about it.
Neil will tell us at Mooton's wedding.
That'll be Mooton's
We're gonna
wedding.
get a lot of juicy
Yeah, that's
info
his
at
wedding
Mooton's
gift.
wedding.
It's just a card with the
No,
answer
no,
written
no,
in
no.
it.
I just want info on D&D.
One question is, can we get more non-human, ideally snowballed campaigns? Don't know what that's a reference to.
Kobolds that live in the snow.
Okay, gotcha.
Kobolds are sick.
mean-
Have you ever done a full
uh,
non-human campaign?
Yeah, we had a kobold breeding farm once. One of our players, one of our only players of one-on-one campaign, played a cleric of Martha, goddess of life and creation, who was a kobold and whose job was to repopulate Eridon after generations of kobolds being destroyed and killed. And she had all sorts of customized spells for inducing higher rates of pregnancy and higher litter rates. And we did like a kobold breeding simulator for 6 sessions or something.
Jesus, all right. Final one is, whatever happened to the Verasi cult rebellion against Queen Wick that the brothers hindered in the Akuban Shield quest? The brothers are able to just ask the queen about the aftermath. Or they would be able to just ask the queen about the aftermath.
That it will be dealt with in the epilogue,
Okay.
but you'll get your answer.
Ooh.
Gotcha. All right, that's everything. Well, we'll be back next week on Wednesday and Thursday to
That's it.
round this one out, I think. All right?
Okay.
Yeah,
All
amazing.
All right. We'll see you guys then. Peace out.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna go hang out with Melly Mel because she's leaving. I don't know what my stream schedule is gonna be like tomorrow because I'm on. Is it Saucecast? Because I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be on Adam's show. And it's over in Fort Lauderdale. I'll drive back. I might stream at night. We'll see. But okay. The AIR convo. I'll do that another time. But okay. I should be on that show tomorrow. That's like the next thing I'll be on. I love you guys. It's been fun. Ripper and a cappuccino, pappuccino, hoppuccino, moppuccino, cappuccino, cappuccino, appuccino, alpuccino, my dudes. I will catch you guys next tomorrow. Okay.